Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Money, 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 money. Money. Money, 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 money. Money. Some people got to have it. Hey, hey. Some people really need it now. do things, bad things. Come on. Dollar. To the love of money, got to have it. Hey. La. Good evening, lovely people. It is a Monday night live show. Welcome to Team Kop-Ish. As always, when we get behind the mic, make sure that you subscribe, comment, and like. Smash the like button, people, and make sure you jump on Twitter and message Jeff Bezos and tell him about Liverpool Football Club and they're up for sale. Yeah, I bought my Amazon stuff earlier on today. I'm gonna send a nice little message to Bezos and the man at Amazon to say, look, Cal here. I bought some stuff. I've got Amazon Prime as well. Been a Prime user for 5 years now. Come on, you know. Obviously, we can buy kits off Amazon as well. Come on. It's looking good. It's looking good. We have got a lot of stuff to get through tonight, people. On the agenda tonight is obviously the elephant in the room, which is no longer the elephant in the room. It's the elephant in the jungle. We up for sale. FSG have put us on the market. Pause. They are pimping us out. Real Madrid in the Champions League. Will it be revenge or redemption? Cody Gakpo rumors. Trent interview and the takeaways from that. Naby Keita situation, which I have a little theory on, and then we will go through the FPL. Drift, how you doing, sir? Put a smile on your flipping face. It's a celebration tonight, bro. Look what I'm on. I'm on a Lucasade tonight, bro. I'm on for days tonight, bro. We're about to... Hey, what am I going to throw? I'm going to start throwing this back up. You know why? We're going to be rich. We're going to be rich.
What you said? I'm rich, bitch. Look, I don't know how I feel, bro, if I'm being honest. I gave you an analogy. I gave you an analogy off camera that I can't give you on camera.
You did.
That I don't know whether I don't know whether I should be excited or not.
You have to be excited. If you can't be excited now, there's no point, bro. There's no point. You have
but,
to be.
But there are a few things that I'm worried about.
Man, but we ain't doing that yet, Drift. I'm gonna get
No. We're here to talk. We have to talk. We have to. Like, what if it's a smoke screen?
No,
what
Drift,
if it's
I've got all this stuff written down. We're gonna get to it, bro. We're gonna get to it. But for now, we just have a little 1 minute celebration. Do you know what? Bun it. I'm gonna drop the beat for Liverpool now. Bun it, bro. Where is it? Where's the celebration beat, bro? FSG put Liverpool on the market. Here we go. Let's celebrate for a couple of seconds.
Gotta do is watch it. On the stream popping. The haters gonna hate cause they know they can't top it. Mo Salah, I might go and get
we might get new owners.
Lifestyle, but still see me with a bad chick. Kopish gang got the game on lock. Going hard like the game don't stop. Fly killer like Callum, I'm going dummy. Drifty on the way, they feel when they heat.
You know that the money's coming.
Still
let's not get carried away.
Nah, all jokes aside, people. Before we get into any of the topics, want to send a massive birthday shout out to Kev O'Sullivan. You'd have seen him in the comments. You'd have seen him on LFC Day Trippers. Kev's been a supporter of the channel for years now. So, Kev, happy birthday to you. Hope you had a fantastic day. And this is for you, man. Brother. and breathe. I'm so fucking happy at this point, man. I know things could go pear-shaped and things could go mad. There's a lot of things that need to still balance out, but I'm bloody happy. But Drift, I know Matt's going to join us as soon as he can. We got to speak about the first topic, bro. And the first topic is FSG put Liverpool up for sale. For years now, I've been going on about FSG. For years, you've been going on about FSG. For years, Matt has been going on about FSG. News broke today, and for anyone who caught the earlier show, you know, I read through all the quotes and everything, but news broke from Ornstein today that Liverpool Football Club have been put up for sale. Drift, when you heard the initial news, how did you feel?
Why you do it, John Crow?
Yeah,
I said you left, you're mad, you want mad, see me mad now.
Yeah.
Me mad now to blood clot.
Yeah.
Look at me now,
Yeah.
dirty gula.
I thought it was a Hulk, bro. I thought people was on the line.
Luke Tanner, shout out to Luke Tanner. Luke called me and he was like, have you seen the news? And I was like, what, Real Madrid? And he's like, no, the other news. And I was like, no, what are you talking about? I was thinking he's going to say an injury or something. I he's like, FSG been put up for sale. I was like, oh, Luke, bro, whatever, man. You might as well put on your Conor McGregor voice. Like, you ain't kidding no one there, bro. Then he's like, read it, Ornstein. And when he said Ornstein, he didn't finish the word Ornstein. When I heard Orn, I was like, what? Sat down at the laptop, looked at it, and I said, yeah, we in now. We in now. How did you feel, Drift, man? When you see it come true, how did you feel? Because I've already got my wish list and it ain't even Christmas yet. Right.
Yeah. All right. So I looked at the full statement and I thought there's a lot of blurred lines in here. And I went into it very pessimistically. I'll admit. I'm like the kid who saw the big box under the Christmas tree. I know my family's not really wealthy, so I'm thinking that's not going to be a good present. That's just going to be a dead present in a big box. You know them ones. Like I'm looking at it from a skeptical point of view. So I'm going through the statement now, and I'm like, there's a lot of things in here that I don't know, because I don't know if you've seen like the FSG part as well.
Yeah,
like
seen it, bro.
it's like
seen it.
There's a lot of subliminals. There's a lot of blurred lines. There's a lot of things you can interpret whichever way you feel like you want to. And I know why they've done it. It's very smartly done.
You've been listening to too much Robin Thicke, bro. They're selling the club, bro.
But it's very smart on their part, because nothing can now be told was a lie. Nothing can be told was a false bit of information. They're very smart. Well, we know they're amazing business people. Like, it's very, very smart the way they've done it. I'm hoping it's along that lines of like, everybody knows that we want to get rid of Naby without being disrespectful, but it's like, you can't just say you want to get rid of him because then his price tag goes down. Like, I'm hoping we're on that kind of track rather than any of the other ones, which I'm sure we'll get into. But I try not to get overly happy about things.
That's fine. I'll do it for you. So go for it.
Yeah, I try not to get, like, remember like when we beat Bournemouth 9-0 and you asked me why I wasn't happy, and I didn't quite know whether the picture was rosy enough to be happy, and then you know what happened, the shit show that came after that. And I was like, I knew it. Don't get happy. Liverpool have done this to you way too many times. I thought we were going to live in infamy with a quadruple. I didn't allow myself to get dragged in. I'm glad I didn't, because that shit just got fucked, didn't it? And it didn't happen. And then that's why I think you was a lot harder at coming down from the disappointment than I was, because you
yeah.
You was a lot more in tune with it happening than I was. Yeah.
I was talking about quad before it become fashionable, bro. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Plus, off the back of the Real Madrid news, it was quite hard to be happy as well, which we'll obviously talk about as well. So I hope that the truth is there. I hope that, and then again, you know, sometimes I say, careful what you wish for, and I've wanted this for a very long time.
Wait, stop, because I know where you're going. So I've got a question. I've got a few questions.
Okay.
So you're referring back to the statement which said there's been inquiries around selling a stake, and FSG have always been open to selling a stake in Liverpool Football Club, but they've never come out and said they're selling the club. It's always been with selling a stake in the club. I have two theories. Three, actually. I'll go with three theories. The first one is, and shout out to Mo Chatra. Mo started going through the accounts the other day and brought up a big flag as to where some of the money was going. And none of the journalists and some of the big channels kept quiet about it. But no one had done that before. So that kind of threw the cat amongst the pigeons. Kieran Maguire came out today with, if I'm not mistaken, with Manchester City's accounts as well. And it was pretty clear what Man City are doing, plus also makes it clear that the way we're operating, we cannot compete with them. But also, January is coming up. We all know we need reinforcements. Even despite the win yesterday, we need reinforcements. Mike Ashley was a genius at doing this, coming out saying he's selling the club near to transfer windows, so he didn't have to invest.
Exactly.
Are those theories playing out to an extent at the moment?
And that's what I'm worried about, bro. They know how much they need to spend in the window, in the January window, and then again in like June, July. And I'm a little bit worried that they're looking at it from a point of view of, oh, well, if we make it out like we're going to sell the club, it's understandable why we're not going to invest any money. Because why would we put money into something we're about to sell? Doesn't make any sense. And then when the club isn't sold by January the 31st, they go, oh, well, we tried. Well, it seems like everyone's on that Mr. Miyagi thing. It's then they can be like, oh, we tried. And then we're just left in the mud. Do you know what I mean? So that count is one of my worries. That is one of my worries. I can't help it.
I've seen Gary in the comments. Big up Gary Paul trying to troll me. I see you, Gary, bro.
That is one of my worries. That is one of my worries. That is what they might do. They might pretend that they're gonna do what they're gonna do. We're like, oh well, who cares if we don't buy anyone in January? We're gonna have these new owners, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no new owners, no investment, boom. On the flip side, what they've done so far is very smart. You're in the process of doing it yourself. Putting extensions on the house, building sheds, renovating the garden. All these things add value for when you eventually shot the yard and move to a better yard.
I'm not looking to sell this. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm
fully
be honest,
FSG. You are FSG for real, isn't it?
No, we have a back and forth about this all the time. I want this to be for my forever home. Like
no. But if we're being realistic, there's going to come a point when Robbie and Stevie are going to want their own room, and you probably will move to a 4-bedroom or whatever. Like it is what it is.
Or they can fend for themselves and deal with what we got. As real as that, bro.
Yeah. But at the moment, it's 3-on-1. You're going to have to cave at some point. It is what it is.
I don't know, just I'm pretty hard-headed. I need to be.
But you know that what you're doing, renovating the garden, building a shed, doing all these things, you're adding value when your house is going to be sold for more than you bought it for. That's a fact. That is a fact, bro. Yeah. Building the training ground, building the extension on the stadiums, all these things. That's the conversion. That's them putting a conservatory in their house. That's renovating the garden. That's building a shed at the end of the garden. That's putting a new driveway in. All of those things that they're doing are going to mean that the property value just increases exponentially. If you think about how much we're worth now, it isn't just about what they've built up on a commercial level. It's the fact that we now are 15, 20,000 more better off in terms of how many people can come in the stadium. That the training ground is a high quality, up to date. You know what I mean? Like all of these things. So I'm thinking, is that what they've been doing the whole time? Have they just been improving the not because we needed them to improve, because they were looking at the bigger picture of, well, now we can get way more money for what we want. Nobody builds a conservatory just for their wife to sunbathe. They do it so that when they sell the house, it's worth more.
So here's the thing. I think they've always been doing this. I just don't think, I didn't personally think it would happen this soon. I thought they'd finish doing it, the current stand that's being done. I thought they'd do another stand and then sell. But it seems like they're looking at it thinking maybe now's the time to cash out.
I didn't think they would ever sell. To
be fair, I probably said that the last couple of weeks where I've been really peed off with them.
Just like the Glazers. Glazers have been at Man United for 15 years, is it?
Yeah, that would be John.
They're-
If we sold
not-
for the Glazers, bro.
No, but you know what? The Glazers know how much money they make from being the owners of Man United, and FSG are no mugs. They know that we are, without disrespect to not Red Bull, Red Sox, because that's an American-only franchise, which is massive, don't get me wrong, but it's an American-only franchise. There's not that many people outside of the US who really care about baseball, whereas with Liverpool, we are a worldwide franchise. Therefore, Liverpool is the biggest thing they own. And let's be honest, bro, if you want to be a baller, if you want to be a show-off, if you want your portfolio to be lit, you don't get rid of the Bentley and keep the Mondeo and the Focus. Do you know, the Bentley's got to be in the driveway, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
maybe, but you might look to sell the Bentley and get something else.
well, that's my hope. They do. AC Milan, they're buying, right? Apparently, there's a baseball.
They can have whoever they want, brothers.
There's an NBA team that they're looking to buy.
They
So
can
I'm
buy Man
thinking,
United, bro.
could they be possibly looking to use the money they get from selling Liverpool to go and add those? Like AC Milan is a sleeping giant. They might think, let's go and do what we did with Liverpool with Milan.
Go for it.
No, 100%.
Do it till you're satisfied. Like, do what you want. Do what you absolutely want. You spoke about January, or should I say I spoke about January. Hypothetical question. This was asked in the show I did earlier. I can't remember who actually asked the question, so apologies if I've forgotten your name. Would you be okay if we got new owners that were willing to spend, but we didn't do anything in January?
What you mean? We'd have to kind of write off this year and then wait until...
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to think about the long term.
Look at you, he's coming round you, man.
You have to think about the long term, bro. You have to think about the long term.
I knew it wouldn't take long for you to get you on the vibe still. We're getting there now. We're cooking now. We're cooking, bro. We're cooking.
It wouldn't take long. It wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, look, if I heard that Liverpool weren't going to do anything in January, but the summer was going to be lit, I got one thing for you, bro.
All right. Another situation here we've got to speak about. And I see everyone saying it. And I was the first to say it before I had to reanalyze where I was. Klopp with money is a madness potentially. However, we do know Klopp is very, very fond of the owners and the ownership. Klopp has spoken out against state-owned regimes. He's also spoken about not wanting to do certain things in a football realm and not wanting to block pathways and stuff. On the surface, because of what Klopp's achieved with such limited resources, it's amazing. So football maths makes you go, Klopp has achieved this without loads of money. When he gets loads of money, it's going to be a madness. And that's where my head's at. But at the same time, I ask you, depending on the type of owners, will Klopp actually stick around and will he get the patience of the owners? Because let's be real, right now, very rarely does Klopp get in fact, you know what? He does. Klopp gets players sometimes that he doesn't want, and we see how he treats them. Artur, Ben Davies, Kabak, we saw how he treated them. When you get rich owners, it goes from the likes of Ben Davies's, Kabak's, and Artur's to we're going to get Mbappe. I don't really want him. He's available. I can afford it. I'm getting Mbappe. You sort it out. Is Klopp going to deal with that?
You're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
I told you I had some harsh questions, Drifty.
That is a worry. That is a worry. I didn't even think about that, bro, if I'm being honest. I didn't even think about that. But here's the thing.
You know what? Sorry, Bilal. Sorry, really sorry to cut you. Bilal, this is a very valid point, even though I don't want it to happen. If we have money, we don't really need the quality of Klopp. Maybe someone a bit less.
No, I fully disagree with
No.
that.
Hear it out, Drift. I want Klopp to stay. But he's got a point. The reason why we love Klopp so much, and how many times do we say it? No one else is coming in and do what Klopp does. If you've got money behind you, if Klopp goes, we're all going to be hurting. But we're not sitting there going, we are done as a club. Why? Because we've got owners who are saying, even though the best is gone, we'll get you someone else who can still do the job.
The reason why I disagree with that.
I just want to caveat again before anyone starts jumping to conclusions. I want Klopp to stay with new owners. Can't you?
The reason why I disagree with that is because I've watched a lot of situations at clubs that have money where I'm not saying they don't win anything. They probably do win the odd thing here or there, but you can tell that they don't have any stability and they don't have any real like they just. I mean, maybe stability is just the best way to put it, but something seems wrong with the club because everything is about the mercenariness of what's going on. And I'll tell you one thing, regardless of how much I want us to be able to compete financially with everyone else, I do not want a club full of mercenaries. I do not want no PSG pussy old business going on where players get to do what they want, act how they want. People are in control that shouldn't be in control. Pure dumb statements are coming out and nobody has any respect for who they play for. With all due respect, PSG have only been a club for 50 years. Liverpool have real heritage in this thing. My club cannot just all of a sudden become some playground for money.
We are different, though, Drift. We are different because you look at Man City, Chelsea.
Will we be though? If we get rid of someone like Klopp and just bring in any old manager who doesn't really?
I'm not saying we get rid of Klopp. I'm saying Klopp might walk, bro.
No, well, either way, and then we bring in a who, like whoever it may be. But we bring in a guy who just lets people be idiots and do all that stuff for money and all that kind of stuff.
All right, so let me.
I don't want my club to become that, bro. Honestly, I do not want my club to become that.
So this leads on to my next question then. What type of owners do you want?
I want the type of owners who love football, want the best for the club, understand the history of the club, but are not willing to let things be like so defined by money that like anything goes as long as the money's right. Like, I don't want a Neymar to come to Liverpool, but I know he's only coming because he's on £1 million a week. And then he's not going to give a shit. And he's going to fraff about and he's going to cause more disruption than he is good. That kind of scenario. I don't want that kind of scenario to play out. Basically, I don't want to turn into PSG. I don't want to turn into a PSG. With all with respect to them, Man City are actually moving pretty right.
Man City are an example. Newcastle currently are an example.
Yeah. Man City are actually moving quite well. Other than the fact that it's clearly obvious they're doing stuff they shouldn't be doing behind the scenes. I like the fact that there's no dumb stuff in the papers. Their players seem to care about playing for the club. They've got a manager who has a philosophy and there's a structure. I like that. We can go down that route, then I'm fine. If we end up like Real Madrid and PSG and these clubs that just throw money at things, don't care about things, sacking off managers wherever they feel like it, and all that kind of... I do not want to turn into that. Honestly, I don't like... I know people might think I'm stupid for saying that, but I don't like the way Chelsea, PSG, Real Madrid, I don't like the way they run. I look at them and I think, yeah, you get that success and that instant quick gratification within the situation, but you don't even really know who your club is. Like, you don't. Like, PSG and Chelsea, like, their fans, they don't really know what their club is, who their club is. They're all over the place, bro.
We'll be starting from a different foundation, though. Man City, Chelsea, PSG, when they were bought out, let's be honest, not so much Chelsea. Hello.
What's going on, bro?
Hello.
Money talk. That's what's going on, bro. Money
listen.
talk.
Yeah, I'll let you know first what you're saying.
And everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all.
Listen, bro. I needed this news today. You know, you might know why already. That news, because I had a bit of a mad day today. But I'll let you know first what you're saying, and then I'll kind of jump in still. I don't know what you said so far. So
when Chelsea were bought out, they weren't really anyone. Like, they just got qualified to the Champions League, but they weren't really a big team like that.
Yeah.
Man City, again, weren't really a big team. PSG, big in France, not really a big team outside of France.
Yeah.
We are global. Look at Liverpool's situation right now. Brand new training facility. Yeah. 2 stands of a stadium rebuilt. best manager or top 2, top 3, however you want to spin it, in world football. Some of the best players in the world. Some of the best youth coming through. The only thing we've been missing is an owner who will put a little bit of extra in when we need it. If we get that, we're gone. We're gone.
Basically, what you said is what they've done so far, they've done well. They've actually done well because remember, they have invested. Well, they've invested. In fact, what I'll say is this: they've used the money that we've received wisely.
Invested it.
They've reinvested it. Yeah, they haven't taken no money out. They just used it in terms of putting it back into the business, which is fine. Was able to win a Premier League and was able to win a Champions League, and also win a Carling Cup and an FA Cup. Yeah, cool. The problem is, like we've always said for a while, is that model, I think, can only go so far, because I think that model, at a time where football and FFP was kind of active, it worked because over the years, Man City weren't doing that every year, like when it first started. But then obviously in terms of the latter 5 to 6 years, it started getting out of control. I think they've kind of realized as well, like they can't keep up. And if they can't keep up, that means we can't keep up because we go hand in hand. They're the owners and they own Liverpool Football Club. They've taken us as far as they can go. And I think it's a case of them finally admitting and going, do you know what? We have to be real here. These people that have this amount of resources and money, we don't have that. So we're either going to have to sell off parts of Liverpool.
You don't want me in charge.
Yeah, for real. Sell off parts of Liverpool or you sell Liverpool. Like, I look at, but here's another thing as well that we have to kind of take into consideration as well. They're a shrewd business. Unless someone meets their valuation, they will play a bit of hardball. However, I'm looking at it two ways. They will play a hardball, but I also feel like as well, they must have had a lot of more interested parties than what we're led to believe, because remember, no one forced them to make this statement. This statement was out of nowhere. This statement was just a normal Monday where they kind of just said, oh, you know what? Things are on sale right now, innit? Like, what do you think?
Did you see what comment are you laughing at?
Yeah. I know we're laughing at the same comment. Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, I mean, listen, if this is what FSG, leaving the club does, then boy,
let's get it on.
Bro, I said this is what FSG does, Bro, if this is what FSG do, then boy,
Oh boy.
But now, bro, listen. Like I said, though, we got to take a little bit of caution, though. We can't just sit here and think, oh, we're gonna get sold tomorrow. It might not be a Chelsea thing. That's
I've already hit them with that energy.
Yeah.
Cal brought me back up again, but I had to hit them with that.
But I will say this. Like I said before, no one forced them to make this statement. The wording was very smart. The wording basically said, we're looking for shareholders, and we feel like it'll be best in our interest if we feel like it's the right offer. What they're basically saying is the club is for sale. What they can't say is, club's for sale, and like, you know what I mean? Like, whoever comes, like, pause, first come, first serve, innit? It's not one of them ones. What they're saying is, you have to make the right offer. They're being smart about it. They know already that they're willing to sell. And what's so mad is, there was an article in, it's from Boston. And I think the paper's actually run by...
The Globe.
Yes. And they have, come out and said... or sources have said Liverpool are looking to sell at the right thing. Let me see if I can find that for you still. And I've even got some news on this is another thing as well, because it has a knock-on effect. I don't want to go too far here, but have you heard the news about Jude Bellingham?
Yep.
Have you spoken about anything or
not yet? No, I didn't even have it on the agenda.
So quickly just
we'll run it. Yeah. We're getting him in it.
Whoa. I mean,
everyone we want now. We got money, bruv.
But before you talk about that, let me say this before I forget. You see the whole shares thing. What if it is that they just want to remain minor shareholders and they're not going to shut the whole club, and it'll end up being that type of situation before the Cronkies got full control at Arsenal, where there was a lot of unrest because there was too many people who had shares and power, and there was all of this. People want to go one direction, people want to go the other, and it left the club in that limbo. FSG might not want to totally get rid of Liverpool, bring in a share, and that's not a good look.
They brought
that
in
is
Redbird.
not a good
well,
look.
here's the thing:
saying,
Redbird invested in FSG, but obviously Redbird haven't invested into Liverpool. What I will say is this: because they're shrewd businessmen, they're gonna want to somehow try and keep Liverpool on their portfolio as long as possible, right? Because it makes sense. If you're trying to,
exactly, that's
bring
what I'm saying.
bring together other brands, you want there to be big brands on your CV. However, they're also not stupid. They know money's tight right now. The world that we're living in, you need to have a certain amount of money to keep this thing going. And they probably realize it's got to a certain point where they're like, you know what? We can invest, but not as much as what this club needs. And do you want to know something? If FSG actually do sell, and obviously, and it's to the right people, we can only thank them, Even though they've made mistakes, we can only thank them because then it also becomes a case of I'm glad they sold us to the right people as well. So, but it remains to see what happens. It remains to be seen, Carl. There's a lot that can happen. There's a lot that can happen. I just feel like if they came out and said something like the club is definitively up for sale, sort of thing, like different wording, then valuation kind of probably would have started to drop already. Do you know what I mean? Because it becomes like you
got to remember as well, they want a bag for this football club.
They want to report it 4 billion.
Yeah, it's going to be 4 billion or more.
I got a shout out to Chris Lakers. So he was telling me about the Norwegian, I think it's Norwegian fund of some sort. Do you know what they were?
So the people are killing me in the comments, They're shake drifty,
Massive
shake, Abu Kopish. The comments are killing me today, bro.
Hey, do you know how much the Norwegian fund is worth? Who are apparently looking at us, apparently.
How much?
1.2 trillion. Guys, I'm gonna get the shiniest
it when I see
sunglasses, and that's how I'm gonna be doing shows from now on. Because if we get that money, don't expect me to be.
Did you say Norwegian? Yeah,
Norwegian. John Arne Reese's settings, bro. La, 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 la.
So what are you saying? There's actually a possibility we could just literally go across the road and go. I mean, who really gives a shit what your buyout clause is? Yeah, and don't worry about it. There's about 10 fans that you'll have to get over. They'll be angry at you for a little while.
4 billion apparently what they want. I was reading an article now as we're talking from the Mirror, and this is from Andy Dunn from the Mirror. He says JWM has put Liverpool on the market and will demand a staggering £4 billion for the club.
Calm.
There's more from the article. In fact,
I said calm,
Calm.
I mean, if man's worth 1 trillion, then 4 billion is nothing,
bro. That's pocket change, bro. You spend it on a night out with them, man, bro. That's calm.
There's no way a Norwegian person or a Norwegian company owns Liverpool and they don't buy Haaland out of his release clause. There's no way that doesn't happen.
Just get him then, innit? It's nothing. It's calm, bro.
Because remember, after his second or his third year, he's got a release clause that kicks in, right?
Can you not see this? Yeah,
I'm Mace now, bro. I'm Mace. I want to be rich, living in the hood. God want to give you carrots, you feel you're a rabbit. Walk in the shop, anything you want, you can grab. Put it on my tab. I am gonna get the shiniest puffer jacket and sunglasses, bro. C Diddy, that's my name from now on. Yeah.
Let's give it that. Take that.
C Diddy. Yeah.
All right. Let me read this bit for the article. Yeah. It goes. This is from Andy Dunn from the Mirror. He goes. Representatives of FSG have refused to confirm the entire club is now in the market, but a statement said we know what the statement said. Then he goes. It seems Henry's head has been turned by the 4.25 billion his compatriot Todd Bowley forked out for Chelsea, and there's been a growing suspicion that FSG accepted they cannot compete with the likes of Sheikh Mansour and going forward the Saudi owners of Newcastle. Despite the huge asking price of the 6 times European champions, there's expected to be fierce competition to compete at takeover. One early bidder could be Redbird Capital, partners of the company headed by Jerry Cardinal, who bought an 11% stake in FSG for 538 million last year. So
let's just get a state ownership and make the Premier League a World Cup every year, man.
I think he's saying bye, man. Look.
Countries versus countries, innit? Let's get it done.
I think he's saying bye, you know. I don't know what you lot think.
Gonna be rich.
Saying bye.
Boy,
You
bye.
need that money. I don't have it.
We gonna be
So
rich.
yeah, man. Man, and also oh my days. So
I'm
yeah,
gonna make a
man.
money playlist and call it Liverpool from now on. That's
Here
it.
comes the money. Money. Hold on.
You know what? It's true. If you can't beat them, join them, innit?
I've got the Bellingham thing as well, you know. Do you want me to go to the Bellingham thing?
Yeah, go true, Matt. Go true, man. We're getting everyone.
Let's-
I've already got my
yeah.
I've already got my wish list. You want to hear it? You want to hear my wish list?
Yeah, go on.
All right, cool. So I got Mbappe,
Mm.
Bellingham, Kone, and Diaby, Mukoku, the young Borussia Dortmund striker. That's just for this summer coming. Who else did I have on? And Pau Torres. That'll be fun.
That's a big shopping list still, but we move.
We got
There's a lot of realistic players on there. I'm expecting Lewandowski holding bench.
So
someone who's
not
worth
yet. Next summer, the summer
1.6
after.
trillion, bro.
Summer after drift.
So here's the
He'll be too old by then, bro.
hold on.
We getting for Bants, bro. Shirt sales, bro.
So here's the
Polish
first
Enter
bit,
that
yeah.
Polish market, yeah.
Into the Polish market, bro.
These bits are crucial, you know. All right, so these you lot can see this, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me read the first bit. Spoiler alert. So Bellingham, he says, so this is Florian Plettenberg, and he's actually got pretty good contacts in Germany. He's the number one transfer target for Man United, confirmed. They expect him to cost around 150 million euros. They have scouted him a lot. Ten Hag wants him to 2023. Chances are low due to competition from Man City and Liverpool and just financial fair play. So I read that and was like, okay, all right, where you going with this? Then Florian also says, on the other hand, Liverpool FC is very optimistic to get him in 2023. He's also the main target. Klopp is pushing for him, and Liverpool wants to invest in the summer. They expect him to cost 100 million euros, plus X. Hardly any chances of PSG, Barca, or Bayern. Now, this is where you're thinking, all right, cool. If only this happened, though, to be fair, before the statement of FSG. Now, here's one or two things. The new owners might already be weaving their magic. We don't know. Because remember, when Chelsea were lining up players, we're like, but they ain't even got an owner.
I want a Napoli winger as well, Cravo. I want Cravo.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Kira, what's his name? Caravella or whatever.
Yeah.
What's his name? But one thing I'll say is this, yeah. The fact that Florin's still saying, like, rah, you know what, yeah. Liverpool still feel like they can get him, and we got all this stuff going on. It can surely only be positive, right? Because surely Florian would say something like, well, due to the unrest at Liverpool, Liverpool can't really now see themselves as, you know, and I'm not trying to like add fuel to the fire, but I'm just going by logistics, innit? Do you know what I mean? What do you lot think of this? Do you think it's just gas, or do you lot think?
I won't think any of this is true until a legitimate ownership change is on the card or has happened or whatever. Yeah. Until then, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get too carried away. I
hear that.
It's one of them things, man.
Do you think Klopp knew about this potentially happening before?
No, I don't think FSG would tell Klopp things like that.
No,
I honestly
they
don't.
definitely would.
I don't think they would.
They have to. They kind of have to.
He needs to plan. They can't just be like, yeah, by the way, we're not going to say nothing. And then, I don't know, the day, yeah, by the way, we're selling tomorrow, bruv. They got to tell, man, way in advance.
But I mean, if they did tell him, then that even more proves that I was right when I was saying that he's just saying things to deflect, because all the things that he was saying, he wouldn't have said unless he was trying to deflect, right? That we don't need anyone. Well, maybe he's saying we don't need anyone because what's the point in wasting time buying these boys? You don't know who the hell we're going to be buying soon. You'll be very pleasantly surprised. It is what it is.
I like duties on board, you know.
Do you want to know what I don't like as well? I don't like a lot of similarities to the 20 season when we did poorly. with like, you know, the injuries and all that, with Real Madrid being in the last 16, there's a lot of similarities going on with the seasons.
No, we got Real
now.
Madrid in the quarters, I think it was.
No, it was 16, bro. We went out in the last 16 that year, bro.
No, we got Leipzig in the last 16. Beat them 2-0 both legs.
Weren't they in our group, Leipzig, that year? Are you sure?
Positive. We got Leipzig, 2 legs. We beat them 2-0 both legs.
No, I remember beating them. I thought that was in the groups for some reason.
No, that was round of 16. Quarterfinals was Real Madrid.
Well,
then they went out to Chelsea in the semis, and then Chelsea went on to win it.
The similarities are still there though, of us having to have Real Madrid after having like a not so good season. Do you know what I mean? But
I'm going to speak about Real Madrid in a minute though. We still got to speak money talk. Winner's circle.
Money. Chat about money.
Matt, I might as well, you know, I might not get that much longer to play this. Might as well.
Matt, I asked Drifty a question earlier.
Yeah.
What type of new owners would you want in an ideal world? Describe your perfect Liverpool owners. Ethic, get João Felix as well. Get him out of captivity, man.
All right. So my perfect owners. Just show me the money, baby. That's it. That's what I care about. Show me some of this, bro. Seriously. No jokes aside.
Everything around
money, but at the same time, I don't want to hear too much madness, though. Like, so you see Chelsea's owners, it seems like they got money, right? And it doesn't seem like they do a whole heap of madness behind the scenes. Whereas I won't even go into other clubs, so I don't want to make this about other clubs, but other clubs, especially, you know, somewhere out there, some of their owners seem like they do some mad stuff, bro.
No, Matt, I'm gonna hold you.
Oh shit! Say it again. Say something else.
That wasn't me, by the way.
Certain man have got them type of owners.
But on a real, we have to talk about it.
Yeah.
We've seen some of the controversy around Newcastle's owners, Man City's owners, PSG's owners. Serious question now. Liverpool have always had this heritage and this fan base and this ethos in the club of doing or trying to do the right thing, right? Is it going to be a case of Liverpool fans' morals are going to really be tested potentially? And if that's the case, do we not have to be a bit more mindful of who we do get next as well, rather than just selling to the highest bidder?
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Like we're going to be put into. But then again, here's the thing, though. I do want to caveat that by saying I'm a strong believer that a lot of billionaires have done something unethical to reach those billions, even if it's just down to underpaying staff to make sure their profit margins are maximized. It's still unethical, right? Like, I'm not saying it has to be as far as, like, you know, some of the other stuff, but at the same time, there are still going to be some companies where those minor little things, I say minor because it's not minor to underpay someone, but at the same time, like, I think that is minor in regards to a lot of the other stuff that's going on. I think that type of stuff isn't that big of a deal in terms of the ethics, because we all know there's going to be something unethical somewhere along the line. And then, and as someone pointed out to us as well, I can't remember who it is, there are some Middle Eastern companies that it is all just completely legit. Like there isn't dodginess going on. It's just family wealth through certain situations, and them man are legitimately just ballers, bro. Like
this is why I made a conscious effort not to mention Middle East or Saudi and place, because I do think some of those places get tarnished with a reputation,
stereotypes
them, and the stereotype. You said again, not even to call anything or anyone out. Our shirt sponsors Nike. We know about their history. Let's be real. We know about Nike's history. I don't really see anyone really saying anything about it. But again, there are levels as well, though. We had Suarez at the club who was doing a madness. We all said that we don't want him back because of those reasons. Whereas we have had other players who were smarmy and doing silly things, but you can tolerate. There's a level of tolerance. This is where I think we're going to have a lot of debates within the fan base about 100%. What tolerancy level are we going to accept? Because I'm going to be real. As much as I'm here and I'm laughing and joking, if we got owners who I legitimately could prove had a very, very bad past or a current or a present, I'd be very weary about what's going on because I want to win, but not at any cost.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's going to be very interesting to see how that happens. But for now, we celebrate because we're getting bought out by Norway / Bezos, and we're going to be balling, man. We're going to be balling.
Listen, I'll say this.
If Bezos if that conversation me and Cal was having about 3 weeks ago comes true, then I swear down, I truly am going to go and start playing the lottery because this can't just be an accident now that we're getting all of these things right, Cal. It can't be.
It can't, brother. And I'll be real with you. Did you keep the number for the yacht?
I'm not gonna lie, that might, yeah.
I'm never gonna lie. It went from a yacht to a boat, but we can upgrade it back to a yacht still.
Brother, get them both. we got the money now. Get them both
at the back of the yacht. Yeah,
get it, bro. Yeah. Look, very exciting times, very interesting times for Liverpool. But we'll see how things going, guys. We are gonna probably do another video either for the members or for yourselves, the full channel on FSG. So don't think that we're gonna just cut this short. There's a lot to get into with FSG. And look, as things break over the next few weeks, months potentially, we'll stay on top of it and we're gonna see how things pan out. But it's exciting times. Very exciting.
Very exciting. Listen, just before we end off this part of the show, the topic. If a new owner does arrive and a new owner has that kind of wealth that we all want and expect, that changes everything.
Everything done.
No. When I say everything, it goes from, remember them conversations? How many people think we're going to get? Yeah, we'll be lucky if we get 2. Yeah, 1 through the door. Bruv, it changed. Mbappe would now be realistic, bro. Mbappe would... What are we saying? Mbappe 2023?
Birdman. This is me. Like I'm Birdman right now.
I'm tweeting it now. I don't care. We can't go back in the arse, so what? I don't care, bro. What's the worst that can happen? What we stay with FSG? What? Okay then. Wow, you got me. Shot to the jaw.
Bro, we'll go from this.
Maybe next year.
To this.
Shout out to Matt, Callum, Drifty, Big Kop-Ish, and you know they can't stop it. Realest in the game.
Bro, I swear.
Bro. This will be me if we get that rich money, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this, my friend. So when me I drink rum, I drink for junk, you hear that?
That would be me, bro.
Bro, I swear down. No, real big man thing. If we get new owners, a man said they're wealthy.
It's a wrap.
Come down, big in your mama.
I swear, we're gonna be the worst, you know. No one can talk to us. No one can talk to us.
Me? Talk to me? Nah.
I tell you what is mad, yeah. If you actually look at the whole Premier League
just quickly. When the new owners do get announced, this will be me.
Go suck your mother.
To every single rival.
Right now, I tell you this for free, and every Liverpool fan walk away from this conversation understanding this as a fact. This ain't fiction. This is fact. This ain't feelings. This is facts. If it becomes a real thing that Liverpool are getting bought out by super rich billionaire owners who will fully invest with the power we already have of being the biggest club in England as it is, the rest of the Premier League and every fan of every other club says, fuck sake! Every single one of them right now are shitting themselves.
Yeah.
You will actually see a coming together. You see the way everybody ganged up on Newcastle? Oh, that will be nothing to what they will start doing if Liverpool get that. Nothing. They will shit themselves because they'll be like, hold on, heritage, power,
fan base,
Klopp, fan base, and then you add money on top.
Anfield.
Every single Anfield. Every single one of those other
everybody's-
fans will shit themselves, bro.
Everybody's worst fear, if it is Liverpool with Newcastle, Man City type funding, that's
100%.
everybody's worst fear. They know it.
100%.
They know, bro. If this happens,
So to all of those fans out there,
why are you running? Why are you running?
Slew them. That's what I want to hear
Trust
playing
me.
out of Anfield, bro. Slew them, my bare feelings, them my carry.
Bro, listen.
Nothing now. Slew them, my bare feelings, them my carry. We'd win everything. We're doing everything.
I just tweeted it now, people. Go on my Twitter. In fact, go on my Twitter right now. Hey, retweet it, everything. Like it. Hashtag Mbappe 2023, bro. It's there. We move. We're rolling.
Lee! If this happens, Lee, block me on everything if this happens, bro. Yeah,
Lee, I'm not going to lie. If this happens, bro.
Block me on everything. I'm going to be unbearable.
But you know what? Fair play to Lee for confirming what I was just saying. All the other fans of all the other clubs will think, nah, if there's one, and I'll be fair, Man United are another one. Man United are another club that if a real owner bought them out, everyone else would go, nah, fuck. Because if you've got the heritage, and then on top of the heritage, you put the money, it's a different ball game. It's a totally different ball game, bro. Totally different ball game. So...
See it there? See it there?
Oh, we're not doing that again. I don't even know if I want that brother at my club with his attitude.
Bruv, I don't
Bruv,
listen.
It's throwaway money now. If it don't work, we just get someone else, bro. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
It's
but then he'll
throwaway
start
money,
messing up the. Then he'll start messing.
I
That's
just
the only
feel like-
worry. That is the only
Hold on.
worry. You get
Oh,
people.
Guys,
Then drift. It's calm.
Guys, if you don't realize something, hold on. There's
Listen, we buy a new
1,600 of you in the chat right now.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
a record for a Monday night
That's
show.
a
Big up
listen,
everyone.
smash that like button. I beg you, please, people.
Yeah.
And
Bless
subscribe
you,
if
man.
you're not a subscriber.
Yeah,
News
because we
about
know
what
60% of our viewers don't subscribe, guys. So please, I know a lot of the time, only 400 likes, guys. Come on.
New
That's
money, new
only
views, bro.
400.
Only 400 likes. Come on, guys.
What
man.
do you
And I
want
know
me to do? What?
I know a lot
players-
of people.
players
I
like
know a
that
lot
get
of people
cancelled or
forget
something.
to subscribe and forget to like. It is very easy to watch and forget to subscribe and forget to like. But guys, 60% of our viewers aren't subscribed. That means you lot could get us to
Bump
go
in the
over
game, we
30,000
still running.
straight away, people. So please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash that
Feeling
like
like
button
superior
and
with
get
the
that up,
locks and
man.
they love it.
Shit. Listen, I'm just saying, man. I'm just pressing buttons out here. Just pressing buttons.
We're gonna help the supers and then move on to the next topic. L lad says Bellingham news, lads. It might actually happen. It's happening. We're signing everyone we want now.
Someone said, Matt, Twitter. I'm looking now, people. I'm on the move. What's going on? What's happening?
M Shack says, Drifty, my brother, you have to get the yacht ready and the boat.
Nah, I will. If it happens, I will. I will, bro.
Sean says, Cal, do the JW Henry impression now. Let me think. I'll think of something to say. LeBron, we need to call a meeting. Yeah, so I just saw Man City publish their accounts. We know what they do when they cook in the book. They like Martin from Ozark. We can't compete with that no more. LeBron, I know you brought out your new little shoes and that they ain't gonna bring in the money. Let's be real. Drake and Serena Williams did like 30 with Nike. I told him. I mean, he out here talking about I'm staying alive, but we dead right now. I'm just gonna cut to the chase, y'all. We gonna sell up. Yeah, I know. We gonna sell Liverpool. We gonna make a little profit, 3-4 billion, but we can't do this no more. Messi, they wiping the floor with our asses. We can't compete. FFP ain't about. They got lawyers when the Premier League came calling. What we gonna do? We just gonna sell. We gonna get some money and we gonna get out of Liverpool because their fans are a bit too raucous at the moment. They keep tweeting me, talk about January. We ain't even had Thanksgiving and Christmas yet. Who talk about January? That's the new year. But Bellingham, I mean, I was gonna try to snuck him with Joe, but you know, they getting wise to the whole Jude thing. We just gonna get our cut our losses, make that money and bounce. And next people can take on that problem. I don't need no more. We gone. LeBron, it's been nice knowing you, partner. Bye.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Certified. Alex George says, I put £5 on the table. Hope they accept.
I said £5 on the table.
You won't even get a burger at Carragher's restaurant for that, bro.
You'd be lucky if you get the side order of fries for that, bro.
Troy M says, debt
big up,
market
Troy.
is expensive and global economic uncertainty. Only viable profile of new ownership is a well-capitalized group or an ultra cash-rich buyer. Keep an eye out for someone like Mukesh. Oh, that's the gentleman from India, I believe, controlling a stake of like 75 to 80%. Okay, I see.
Oh, well, on that one, bro, let me just read this out. That is a very good segue. Mukesh Ambani, I hope I pronounced that right, wanted to buy Liverpool in 2017, 18, and 21, but FSG refused each time. He even bid 3 billion one time, but he is now preparing a 4 billion pound bid with guaranteed squad investment. Mukesh is a senior member of the Ambani family, and he has assets, personal assets of 830 billion.
But it's moving along nicely, you know. Bro.
Hold on a minute, 830 billion. Would that not make him almost... No, that would make him more rich than Newcastle.
That can't be real. That can't be real, bro.
Oh,
surely.
the money's coming. Baby, the money.
James Pearce has also tweeted. He's also said the idea that
It's
Liverpool
going to be unbearable for us. Never mind the rivals.
Mother.
Bro, you know what? Look at this. Hold on, where is it? Look at this. So,
what's mad, yeah?
I'm money for the mind.
This is literally going to be. You know when people say you count sheep to try and get to sleep? This is going to be Callum at night time counting bala la la la.
listen.
Oh my days.
It's happening because even James Pearce has said the idea that Liverpool have always been for sale is absolute nonsense. The landscape has shifted. It's a significant development. FSG have asked bankers to sound out what potential buyers would pay for LFC. That says a lot.
Don't change we.
That says a lot for me.
We are
That says a
money
lot,
changer, but if you diss, we are danger. We work hard for the paper, cause we want big man and we want skyscraper.
Bro, a lot is happening right now. You know?
I ain't gonna get invited on no one else's
we.
show. You
Money
gotta
don't
stop
change.
me
Money
from now on.
changer. Oh man.
If you don't thought us bad last season, you don't want to see new cow. Oh my goodness, you don't want to see new cow. It's curtains for
I'm
everyone.
trying to find some more stuff as well. Yeah,
It's gonna be curtains. Woo! Eastwood says sell. Oh, woo! Indeed.
hold on one second. Let me get my
EMJP says if sports washers buy us, I'm done with football. That I hear that. But again, I'm not going to sit here and be a hypocrite and say I'd be done with football. Football is a big part of my life. Liverpool is a massive part of my life. I don't know if I'll just walk away. It's me being completely honest and transparent.
No. I know for a fact I won't be able to walk away, but I will feel very like, what's the word where you're like conflicted? That's what I will feel. I'll feel very conflicted.
Ensman TV, big up Ensman TV. Make sure you go and check out his channel and subscribe. What if the new owners come in and don't want Klopp? They'll want Klopp, man. They'll want Klopp. That's part of the reason you'd buy the club. They want Klopp. My own ship now. For real, my own ship now. You're right. Yes, I am. Eastwood says, drop all the beats. Ba la 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 la. Big up Eastwood. Yo, what's good? Says you guys seen Florian's tweet yet? Matt read that out. Big up Matt for doing that. Big up Sadiq says cash rules everything around me. We need the money. Dollar bill, y'all. Big up Sadiq.
I'm getting an echo. Can you lot hear that echo?
I can't.
Right, that's mad.
Dinesh says, evening, gentlemen. If Liverpool do get new owners, if you don't qualify for Champions League, I will be happy if we have a good enough time to win the league with 4 or 5 new signings. I mean, if we don't get Champions League, we'll still get one of the European competitions. So we will still be busy, but with new ownership and Klopp. And if we get the players we want, then yeah, it's done.
Not necessarily, bro.
No, we'll get European football. Remember, it's like 8th, isn't it? 8th spot gets European football.
No, that depends who wins the domestic cups. It's actually only up to 6th place, depending on who wins the cups.
No, because you've got conference as well now, innit?
Oh, yeah. Shit, I forgot about it. Oh, but we don't want to be in that.
Bruv, it's the only trophy we ain't won in Europe, bro. We might as well just collect it, bruv, while we've got free time. Collect it in the spare time, Driftman. Come on, bruv. We've got new owners, bruv. Collect the European Conference League.
We ain't got new owners yet. Not yet.
That's like Bezos shopping at Quick Save.
All right, they're on the way. Let them land, though. Let them land.
Bruv, I already mapped out what I want for Christmas, bruv. I don't give Santa my list when he lands on the roof, bruv. I'll send it to him before he gets there. No point me sending the list to Santa when he's on the roof, bruv. I need to know what you got in the sack already, bruv. Pimpin' Distress says, big up, G's. A couple of pointers for tonight. Chat 1, Naby has missed 82 games for Liverpool. We're going to speak about Naby. Goodbye once and for all. 2, Real Madrid, bring it on. Come February, we'll be ready. Revenge is a dish best cold. We're going to speak about both those topics. Chris says, hopefully they sell and finally get someone that wants to actually invest in the squad. Best 32nd birthday present I could ask for. Could I get the beat? Of course you could get the beat.
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, bro.
I just realized
I just realized.
Big up, Chris. Big up, Chris. Yeah,
I literally just realized what you said, bro.
Pimpin' Distress says, free. This sale is happening. You don't engage with big US banks for the valuation for no reason. If it was just a share investment, there wouldn't be a shop window. I've been at this cold face with US banks. It's the real deal. Jeez. When Pimp's certifying it, you know it's good. Cali Man says, no word of a lie. I hugged my boy at work when he told me. Didn't say a word, just hugged him tight and whispered in his ear. Didn't even realize I was FSG out. 50 cent piggyback on replay tonight.
I'm a baby mommy, baby. Be a millionaire. I'm a baby mommy.
Oh, boy. Hey, big up John the second, first of all, before I read out your super chat. John, I got a little bones pick with you.
No,
you've been releasing new music and you ain't been telling us over on Kopish, bro. And
John's been releasing new music?
Bro, he's releasing new music. I came across his Insta page the other day and he's released about 4 songs without telling us. So John,
and he said that. John, you bet. If that happens again, John, I'm gonna leak all your tunes, bro. Don't do that, John. I got the second screen now. I will just leak all the tunes quick time, bro.
So John, make sure you tell us, and obviously the music's fire. So make sure you guys check out why John the second on YouTube.
John knows I'm upset with him at the moment, though. I can't even lie.
Man said he spoke to Hove. He's interested. Yeah. EMJ says, I was the support of the ESL because it would have provided a level playing field. European football would be dominated by the state-owned clubs. I'd hate to become a state-owned. It goes against the values of Liverpool, the city, and mine. That's absolutely fair, EMJP, which is why I hope we don't as well. But I just want the money.
But at the same time, look, it's going to become a Premier League World Cup, right? Because we're just going to have bare teams that are owned by countries and states rather than individuals. So we got to jump on it. We have to jump on it, innit, man? You can't get left behind. You can't get left behind.
For me, the time is the biggest question mark. Why now? That same, but we're only gonna find out. We'll find out.
Yeah.
John says, "Forgive me." I mean, I don't know, man. You've been releasing new music without telling us, bro.
Bro, it's more the Klopp out stuff that I'm upset with him about. But
but that's cool now. You see all the Klopp out and all that stuff. When we get the new owners, the fan base is united again. We ain't gonna be seeing any of that. You know why? Because Klopp's gonna be getting who he wants, when he wants, how he wants. And you know what else we're gonna be collecting? Trophies. While the others just get really annoyed. Oh, Liverpool won again. That's you see when I hear that phrase, it gets me hard, bro. Oh, Liverpool won again. Flip's sake. What is it? Liverpool won again. Oh, they're gonna win the league, you know. Yeah. Talk that dirty talk, you rivals. Talk that dirty talk. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. H says,
bro, this is what new owners does to man, you know.
Hey, Cal's energy is different, you know.
Yeah.
Different today, but imagine
no
that.
Pause. No pause either. H says they've looked at the club and concluded that serious investment is needed to save us, and we're like, bun now.
No, that's a fact. That's something we didn't actually talk about. They might actually be more looking to move it on because they're thinking, we actually don't want to spend the amount of money that's actually going to be necessary now to keep Liverpool relevant. And while the club's at its high point in terms of its value, let's jump out now and then let the next person spend the money. That's very, very true. That could actually be what it is.
Big up Nerdbeat Football Analysis. Make sure you check out his channel too. Klopp with unlimited funds. Let's go. Let's go.
We move.
H said they broke. We up.
I know. I like this one. Cal's now the angel advocate. No more devil's advocate, man. Just gonna be like, who we buying?
Up until today, you see that phrase, money changes people. I didn't understand it. I do now, man.
Do you know what? I used to be a strong believer that money shouldn't change you until my brethren said this to me. He said, if money hasn't changed you, you haven't got enough. And I sat back and I said, right, I
see it now. I don't hate on people anymore. Because I'm changed now, because my owners are rich.
Like buying a hamburger for £100 was the dumbest thing you could ever do. But he was like, if you had £1 billion in the bank, would you really give a shit that hamburger costs £100? And I thought, you know what? I get it.
As Jay-Z says, what you care about money? I pay more in taxes.
It is what it is.
LFC R786 says, bruv, strong rumors from very reliable people that Norwegian investors worth 800 mil.
Billion. I said 800 mil. Come on, bro.
The whole country supports Liverpool. The whole country supports Liverpool.
And we got John and Arisa to thank for that as well, bro. Trust me.
I got told who's gonna buy Liverpool? It's too expensive. There's a lot of people coming out the woodwork now, though, isn't it?
Bro, it's so mad. You know what's so mad? I'm not even gonna say it's certain people. There's even people that are like, if I won't even say that, I don't want to air people out. I'm not gonna say nothing, but I'll tell you, man, afterwards. I'm like, what? Like, what?
We up,
brother.
Now. We up now.
What is this what they're doing?
Do you know what it is?
I want Pep sweating when he's going. You see when Haaland's just in the corner speaking to someone randomly. I want Pep sweating, going.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't even want to.
Is he talking about Liverpool? Is he talking about Liverpool? I heard the governor one who says we cannot lose him. We cannot lose him.
We don't have the capacity.
Bro, you know what I want the owners to do on the first window? You see whoever Man City going for. I just want us to outbid. And then you see when the player accepts us, we just go, nah, we're just joking. Let them go. Let them go sit and just go, just joking. Milo says, I'd like to think Klopp will walk if LFC sells its soul to some vile tyrant, and he'd go even higher in my estimation if he does so. That's something I reckon could happen. MZ says, I want to put I want you to put a word out there that we back up. Oh, well, Matt's already tweeted Mbappe 2023. I mean, we're out. We're outside. We're outside.
Well, yeah, for real. We were outside, bro. For a minute.
We're outside.
And you better stop all that. Who's better out of Reece James and Trent talk, or we'll just fucking buy Reece James and put him on our bench. We'll turn him into a backup dancer real quick. So you better behave yourself.
If you want
do you really want an answer? Do you really? Who's better, Thiago or Kevin De Bruyne? Let's fucking see. He's a Liverpool fan. You better hush your gums.
I said turn him into a backup dancer, you know. Man said change career.
I've been very scared on Twitter, bro. I can't tweet that, man. They're gonna buy him. Don't compare Haaland to Nunes anymore. They'll come and beat these Norwegians.
You done saw what PSG did to Barcelona. No, it is what it is, bro.
Nah, it's true. If we get them type of owners, it's a madness, you know.
Hey, trust me. People in the stress says FSG model works in a market with of low interest rates. Times are changing. Also, exchange rate markets have brought forward the possibility of pounds equaling dollars equals more potential buyers. Very true as well.
True.
I just hope we're not bought by Satan as well as City. I mean, yeah, let's hope.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah.
Like, Nerd Beats says if Klopp walks, then he walks. A Drago voice. No, Beats. No. We don't want Klopp leaving. That's a big caveat. Sam Matt's Legend says, guys, Dubai, assuming they buy, have no oil. Money is via finance, construction, tourism, services. Abu Dhabi has all the oil. So we could have owners who are genuine fans with proper business acumen.
No, but you know what? Big up Sam. This is what I was saying. This is what I was saying. You can't always just assume that it is through all of that stuff. This is what I'm saying. Big up Sam Max for elaborating.
Big up Sam Max.
Jeez, tonight might be a madness, you know. Give me a gallon with the wickedest wine. And if you want to get the medal.
It looks like I was about to have a Thiago for real, you know.
Bro, don't start, because man will start playing tunes. Remember, I've got the button. Man will play tunes.
No, but remember when Cal said he was done, Matt? Looks like he might have a third member, Thiago, after all.
If we get the Arab money or we get the rich money, I might do it still.
Man's gonna be like, yeah, Darwin is on the way, blood.
If you man do it, I'll do it too, bro.
Man said Darwin, you know.
If you man do it, I'll do it too. What are we saying?
Fuck it, might as well, innit?
Bro, all I'm saying is might as well, innit? No, in fact, where's the video? Where's the video? Do you know what I'm saying if this happens? You know the video I'm going to play in it. Where's it? Bro? Where is it? I can't even find it. Play the video. You know the one I'm talking about. You know the one.
I don't even know what you're, bro.
You
I don't, bro. I really don't.
Matt, don't leave us in suspense, bro.
I can't find the video. This is so annoying, bro. There's so many videos, bro. What's going on? No, bro. It's the one where, in fact, I just act it out. It's the one where it's like, shit, if I do it.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, if I ain't gonna let him show me up.
Wrong video. See?
No.
Shit, if I do it.
Oh, but Buster Rhymes, Ron Browns. We're getting Arab money.
I don't even know what he says in that bit, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah. No, me neither. I don't want to repeat it. Tahir says Arabs are serial winners and love football. That's very true.
And love Liverpool as well. That's the beautiful thing about it. A genuine, actual love, not just because of like this situation, actual Liverpool fans for years and years and years. So it'd be legitimate love. That's what would be beautiful. I've always said I want owners who love the club the way I do, and they do. So therefore, they would have the best interests at heart, and that's what I want.
You man, just quickly, just check your WhatsApps, yeah. Just quickly, there's a reason why. Just check your WhatsApps now, yeah, and just tell me something ain't right with certain people. Them we can't name the people. Them. And it's no one in the chat, so don't worry. It's no one in the chat. Money in the night, like, bro, I can't. But look, what?
That's fine. I'm good. I'm good with it, bro.
But why not just like why?
Because the vibe ain't for everybody, bro.
It's mad though.
The vibe ain't for everybody.
No, bro,
Sometimes you
really?
can't get in the club, so you start hating about the music, bro. I'm listening inside the club at the table.
Like,
I'm good.
Bro, that's crazy. I can't even lie. I don't want to do that. I'm not that guy, so I'm not gonna start thinking.
Yeah.
I just think that's kind of all right, bro. All right, cool.
So you can't see it all. You can see.
Bro, it's like man's angry, you know. What are you talking about?
I love it. I love it. Zabiri says, rating the new owners in 5 years' time will be vital. Currently at 4.5 billion. Where do we go from here? Are we going to 20 bill or back to 300 mil? That's very good. That's a very good point as well. Because the new owners could take us in the wrong direction potentially. We hope they do.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better the devil you know. Like that is actually a saying for a real reason. Like you know what I mean? I'm sure Newcastle thought they were okay before they got bought out by Mike Ashley.
Yeah.
So.
Pimping the Stress says they're already negotiating. Trust me, announcement timing is for a reason. It's done. Look at the glass, Drifty.
Bro.
I mean, I ain't got much left in my one, but yeah.
Mr. Sinclair says Klopp's extension, man, new. I reckon so. Jay says we're getting Arab money, and then says I'm buying my Mbappe jersey. Mr. Sinclair says Air Kopish soul plane levels tours with FC. La. They don't want us getting access to the club. Oh,
they really don't, bro.
If you think them Liverpool players are doing content now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
If they let us in the doors, it's chaos, bro.
Different.
You think seeing Darwin Núñez plays chaos? You ain't seen us doing content with Liverpool players, bro.
Chaos,
bro. I swear.
Darth Callum says Messi, Ronaldo for shirt sales and bench vibes. Yeah, run it up, man. Run it up, bro.
No, fact. Let's have them man on the bench. Big man.
Jeff says, are you really okay with being owned by the wrong people? No, I'm not.
No, we never said that. No.
We're not. Pete says if he knew, then he wouldn't have called out he wouldn't have called out other owners. Benzema and Vinny are really going to humble us. We're going to speak about Real Madrid in a sec.
But on that, I don't think he called out other owners and said there was anything wrong with it.
No,
I said he just said stop asking us to be able to compete with it.
You man, this is the last time I'm gonna say this, yeah, as we're live. Look at the last thing I just sent you on WhatsApp now. Look at the last thing, and I'm not gonna mention it no more. And tell me certain people have just woke up angry, bro. This man's like, what?
I don't know. Jay says all billionaires.
Make him steer there.
I don't like saying that, Jay. You can't say everyone billionaires.
Yeah, you can't.
We can't tie everyone with the same brush.
Yeah.
I would definitely say that a large portion of them.
Yeah, you can say that, but that's fair though, because that's not everybody, isn't it?
Yeah.
Saying the large portion is not every single person.
But again, remember, generalities is the best thing to speak in. So I get where he's coming from to an extent. You don't talk about the exceptions if you're talking in generalities. And generally, to become a billionaire, there's something you had to do that was unethical. But of course, there are exceptions. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Omar says Western society questioning the Middle East on ethics. We can't get into that debate. We can't. It's a bit of a techie one. I hear what you're saying, though. Eastwood says
there's a lot of facts in it, though.
There are. Eastwood says we might need to prepare to sell our team's soul to get that kind of money. In my opinion, are we ready for that? That's something we have to cross when we come to it. If we come to it, hopefully we don't. Peter says, send Cal, saw you on Tate today, thought it was Andrew. No, definitely not Andrew.
Yeah, big up for that as well. Sure.
Big up for that, bro.
Tate Museum. Dinesh says Liverpool going to Dubai in World Cup break. Oh, the groundwork's been laid. Warm weather training or warm wallet training? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Which is it? Code Command says shake the money.
We've actually got footage of Klopp, during the World Cup break, knowing that they're on their way to Dubai.
Man got a gold car as well.
Trust me, bro. Man's actually going into the car like it's the flipping the DeLorean from Back to the Future, you know. One of them ones, bro.
But you're not. If you close your door like this and not like this, do you know how pimping you are, bro?
Bro, you've made it. What, you close the door like that?
Yeah, no, bro. More like that, bro. If you close the door that way, bro, that means you're in a Rolls Royce or a Bentley, bro. Different.
DeLorean, bro.
And Mr. Sinclair says, Cal, you shopping at the art gallery? You knew? No, I'm not shopping at the art gallery. Let me clear that up from now.
Yeah, actually, is that what he was doing there, Cal? He was making purchases. Man wasn't looking around. Man was picking what £1 million piece of artwork he wants on the wall. You know,
I was
Cal's in on this. Cal's in on this.
But if I was able to buy Liverpool, bro, you lot would know, believe me. We would be in a box right now with some jerk chicken and oxtail, bro, waiting for the game tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yeah, but you can keep a secret well. I'm just waiting for man to pull up outside my yard like, I'm like, bro, what's going on?
You think I'd have not spent in the summer, yeah?
I don't know. You're very, like, what's the word? When you're very good with money, like you're one of them people. Like I don't know.
Not when it comes to Liverpool, bro. All you gotta do is look at the amount of kits I've got for myself and the kids. I'm not good with money when it comes to Liverpool.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Tahir says, I do not want any more American owners in Liverpool. Look at the state of the Premier League under American owners. Every fan base wants them out. FSG out now. Again, I don't think you can tar all American owners with that brush. Todd Bowley. He's American. I wouldn't say any Chelsea fans are sitting.
Even I think Broly, he's part of a consortium, though, if I'm not mistaken. I don't.
Yeah, he is.
He's still heading out.
You know, he's head of the consortium, but I don't think it's just like Todd Bowley. But he's he's head of the consortium, though.
Liam says, "Soda yacht, we're buying a Kop-Ish aircraft." Saying a private jet. Tay Sean says Firmino not being in the Brazil's team is a disgrace.
Wild.
Yeah, I mean,
bro, it's so wild. It's so wild. And the thing is, I don't want to diminish. I'll be so honest. It's a World Cup, and every single footballer dreams of going to the World Cup. However, if I'm being genuinely honest, I look at some players that have been picked, and I'm not saying it's just because he used to play for another team that we disliked or whatever. But I just, as a footballer, man, I think Richarlison's made the plane and Firmino hasn't. And that's not me just being like, you just hate Richarlison. No. Logically, Richarlison's been injured as well, hasn't been playing well. And you've got a guy that's got, I think it's like 19 goal or 12 goal contributions, I think, this season, to a guy that's got 2 assists, I think, for the whole season in all competitions. Someone's got to make it make sense. Some people might say he plays well for Brazil, and that might be so. But the last time I checked, Firmino's got a pretty decent record for Brazil as well. But yeah, that's crazy. I'll see if I can find it for you, Cal. But it's mad, bro. I can't lie to you, it's mad.
Darth Callum says, with 830 bill, we can buy our opponents to sabotage. We could, to be fair. Pimping Distress says, people get our boys to 1,000 likes, and I cough up £100 towards Guna Lee getting a CT scan after his salary. World class comment. Pick up Pimping Distress. Yeah, Lee, we're going to speak about Salah one day.
Yeah, man.
Mike says 830 billion is speculation in value of assets. Sorry, Norway is 91 billion, or who's not?
What?
Just clear that up for us, Mike, if you can, please, bro.
800. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Mr. Sinclair says, new intro
for the love of money. Yeah, for the love of money. That's even on Drake. Remember, Dre. I don't know if I think it's a sample on Dre's latest album. You know, like the one that he released in 2015. I think it was.
I'm not even too sure. I
would play it, but we'll get cancelled. Well,
yes,
we'll get copyright strike
very quickly. Dre don't play
Dre would hear half a second. He probably watch it now, bro. As soon as you say the name Dre, it just triggers something in the system.
Yeah, in the system. AA says Liverpool have already agreed to sell. They always release the news after everything is almost done. Very true.
There's a part of me that feels like there's something close.
Yeah, there must be. M. Pert says our first signing under the new owners has to be Michael Edwards. Could you imagine he comes back? That'd be mad.
Bro, if we get back Michael Edwards,
that'd be mad.
No, we're moving different.
Yeah, if Edwards comes back, you know there's going to be a madness about to happen.
And if Edwards comes back, you know what the problem was then, innit? I don't want to, you know what I mean? You know what the issue was.
Code Command says Makash has been after LFC for 12 years, 9th richest individual in the world, 92 billion. Jeez. Money. Star Daisy says, I think FSG will sell 4 to 5 billion if it's a full buyout, 3 to 3.5 for 80 to 90%, while maintaining the remaining percentage in their portfolio. That could be true as well. Beretta 93 says, in all serious, let's not pretend FSG have been bad. They've been stingy but not bad, but they know that with their model will be mid-table in 5 years. Value will plummet. Good time to sell for us and good for us fans. Very true, Beretta.
Very fair. And I think we've been very, very strong on that stance here on Kopish, is that we're very, very annoyed at the fact that FSG haven't done everything in their power to take us forward, but they are by no means terrible owners, and they are not the worst owners in the league. And there are some things that you have to give them credit for. We've said that on numerous occasions.
Yeah.
So.
Star Dazen says, I think FSG realized we need to buy like 5 to 6 players next summer of real quality. That's why they're ducking out. Also, Drift proven right on Klopp theory. We hope. We hope. As things stand, we hope. We bloody hope. Gabriel says, off topic, but what do Team Kopish think of the potential matchup of Islam Makachev versus Volkanovski? My wife's uncle is Volk's trainer, and they say they have something up their sleeve to shock the world. Big up Team Kopish. Well, first and foremost, if you know we can secure an interview with Volk or his trainer, that would be absolutely phenomenal. But
I was just about to say that as well.
You know them shameless plugs, like, hey, get that done.
Hold on, Gab, is that you? Because I know who Gab is. You know, I speak to Gab on a regular. Still, I'll speak to him. Gab, if it's you, and I'm gonna message you now on
we could do that little plug.
I think I know who that
one thing I will say is after Volkanovski got out of a guillotine by one of the best,
and a triangle,
now real talk, and it, like, look. I will never ever write off Volkanovski in any fight. I just wouldn't. Especially if he comes in bald. If he bicks it, I'm never betting against the man who can grow hair and still bicks it. Never.
Bald Volk is a different
that's
problem.
different. Yeah, that's different.
I'll be honest.
It's who I think it is. I think, you know.
I don't think we can I can't personally call the fight. I genuinely don't know who wins it. Because everyone's automatically going to say Islam's bigger. But everyone forgets Volk weighed in was like 200 odd pounds before he started MMA, and he fought at 170 as well.
No, and plus it would also depend on what the weight was of the fight as well.
It's 55. It would be 55.
It would be 55. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think there's going to be a massive weight disparity between them. So
I don't know though, because I'm sure Islam walks around at least 30, 40 pounds heavier than Volkanovski naturally.
So does Volk. Volk walks around way heavier.
Naturally, do you think so? I don't know.
Bro, when he was playing rugby, he was like 200 odd pounds, bro.
200
No,
pounds.
but I mean, ever since he got in the fight game, I doubt he walks around it the same way as Islam naturally, because then he's got too much to cut.
170. He fought at 170 in MMA.
Yeah, but that was ages ago, bro.
He still did it. Makachev's never done that, bro.
No, I get that, but what I mean is, naturally, especially to be the champion, surely there is still a limit to what you gain afterwards. Because if you keep ballooning up and ballooning down, then it's going to be too hard to keep it up. Do you get what I mean?
I hear that. I don't think he's going to be as small as people think. Matt's hairline, but we're all going to get new hairlines and new beards.
Matt can finally afford the new hairline.
Yes, yeah, Drifty's going to get a new.
I'll probably get it done live as well. You crazy? Probably get it live.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna stay bald forever now. But yeah,
No, you ain't.
Just saying that now. When that old money, when that, I shouldn't even say old money. When that,
We're gonna have your hairline here just for jokes, bro.
you have no
I
forehead.
was to be permanently frowning with his hair.
Bro, you'd have no forehead. One of them ones. Man said it's level with the eyebrows and that.
Nah, I'll go the other way. I'll just get laser hair removal on the stuff.
Bro, if you're not doing that, don't.
We're all
I
getting
like you don't want to go
hairline,
back
we're
to the
all
old
getting
school
beard,
Drake
bro.
thing.
Yeah,
Jesse
bro.
just
I'm
wants to
never
go
gonna
back.
lie. I've been out the barber shop for a long time. It must be long.
Now you're gonna be
queuing
back
up
in
the
it because we got that
barber shop, bro.
billionaire money, bro. We're good again. Like, Himanshu says on a tangent, absolute masterclass from Bivol, made it look easy. This guy is elite, best pound for pound fighter in the world. With Usyk, Baturviev is next, and he ain't ready. Bivol's a special boxer. He really is. Hell of a performance.
I heard AJ was in the crowd for that fight.
Yeah, Bivol's a G. Bivol's a G. Phenomenal fighter. Will says, I'm telling you guys, this is like your girl, look like you're a girl and your man breaks up with you before Christmas, so he don't need to buy presents. Just be patient. Shout out to the guys who's done that and still recaptured their relationship, because my missus would probably try and kill me if I tried to pull a stunt like that. That ain't gonna run with her. And I try and live an FSG lifestyle. That ain't gonna run. Dinesh says Mukesh owns the Mumbai Indian in Indian Premier League Cricket T20 League. They won the most IPLs 5 times since it started in 2008. That's what I like to hear. Okay. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Red Sox won their league more times than anyone in the same period or something as well. So we'll see. Liam says, get the transformation clip out. We taking over.
No, the Transformers.
Transformers.
Yeah.
Everyone else will be like, where were you when Liverpool got bought out by those billionaire owners?
We just stood by and watched.
It's our turn. Fuck being a bridesmaid. It's time to be the fucking bride out here, man.
I want to dash
We want
flowers.
the ring.
I want to.
We want that fucking ring, bruv. Man, you know what I'm saying? We want to be the ones dashing the bouquet. Like, which one of you pussy holes wants to catch this? Look at you, desperate motherfuckers. Look at you. We want that to be us. Look at you scramble on with that fucking bouquet. We're married now. You some bitches.
All up in the poses like this.
You know what I'm saying? Just any excuse to put the hand up. Any excuse.
Oh, boy. Bejan Barn says, big up, fellas. Late to the stream. But I have to ask, did Matt chop up the elephant in the room yet? Naby, are you okay? We're going to get into that, Bejan Barn.
Oh, Bejan, man. Just bring down the mood. Everything was going so well, bro.
Bro, what are you talking about? We're billionaire owners. We can allow him to just play under 23s, bro.
Yeah, bro. We might hang on to him, bro. Give him that new contract.
We might as well give him a 4-year contract, brother. Let him play under 23s.
Bro, I saw
Play
one of the funniest videos of Naby Keita. Let me see if I can find it. You man will actually be on the floor.
But we can even let man do the no-look signing as well, bro. You know, like...
name? I think
it's what it is, bro.
Star Days, it says Cal Sparrow. Remember when you said FSG wouldn't sell? I know, but I got new money now, innit? I'm up now. You lot can call me out all you want. You can't bring my vibe down today. I can't lie.
We can just give him the Naby cooking show on LFC TV, brother, and that's why we pay him, bro.
Naby cooking show.
Says, Cal, I saw your IG post on this auspicious occasion. I want to quote Mrs. Anderson, it always comes back to football. We love it. It does. It always comes back to football. Sam Max
I like that bit as well. That's how I feel when Liverpool loses. It's always got to be about... Yes, it does.
It does. You
yes,
married
it does. Did it?
You married this. Sam Max Legend says, thoughts about Liverpool pushing for Juve defender Broma? We got the money to buy with what now, innit? Keep everyone on their toes. Chiesa,
we can do a Chelsea now. 50 members of the senior team and loan out whoever we don't want.
Loan out. Kama, You'll Never Walk Alone says, I'll be so shameless. If you can't beat them, join them. Today could be the start of another beautiful journey, lads. we won it all legit, but we angry now. Facts. Thaim says, hey guys, haven't been here in a while. Anything important happen? Also, I rewatched the 2019 Leicester 4-0 and it honestly made me cry. That Trent showing, trust me, that Trent showing was special, man.
And a lot of
best game in Liverpool,
bro.
A lot of
100%, 100%. Goes without saying, bro.
Albert says, don't you guys see through this? They won't pay for Jude. They won't need to when we got the new owners.
That's what I'm saying. People
Bunny, I was speaking to my brethren Chris earlier, but I don't want just Bellingham. I don't just want Jude. I want the Bellingham family tree. It seems like these lot are just producing footballers. I want Jude, I want Job, and I want their offspring. Yeah, that's it.
I said I want their offspring
as well, male or female. Because you see that women's Liverpool team now. I want trophies for them as well now. Yeah, you see the under 23s, everything. From Liverpool men's team right down to the under 9s, I want to lock up.
Cal's onto something here, bruv. Reece James's sister's a baller as well. We keep it pushing. We go by the whole James family as well, bruv. We go by the whole James. We buy the whole James family as well, bruv. This is what we would do now. We'll fling Reece on the bench, bruv. And he can be Trent's backup dancer, bruv. He's injured about 80 games of the season anyway, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Man could be on the bench doing up that shoe up. Man can be a backup dancer, bro. Who's got the best
Anfield rods and
keep comparing people to Liverpool players. Keep doing it.
Yeah,
keep doing it and see if we don't take your blood clot. Keep doing it. Who else do they try and compare with Liverpool? Because if we get these Norwegians, you better worry about your Haaland as well. I'll tell you that much.
Van Dijk and Saliba, I was hearing.
Oh, Saliba's only got 18 months left on his contract. Keep talking that shit. Martinelli.
Starboy Saka.
Remember, Klopp is a Martinelli fan. Keep talking that shit. Keep talking that shit. Keep talking that shit.
No.
Behave yourselves.
Big up to Uncle Rod says, Cal looking clean for the new owners. When we sign new owners, that stream I'm going to do in a suit. Remember I told you. I'm going to do that stream in a suit.
Martinelli.
Massive in a suit.
Hey, you know, Arsenal know this one's a fact because Klopp is a massive Martinelli fan. I've been on a blower. We've had conversations. I've told him, get it done.
There he is. Look
at him. He knows what this means. He knows if this happens, bro.
Anyhow, when we get new owners, Lee. Oh, Lee, it's curtains for you, bro. You best hope you win the league this season. Oh, you best hope you win the league this season. Because after this year, it's done.
Saliba's what's Saliba? 21. Perfect regen for Van Dijk. Perfect regen.
100%. I want Saliba, Martin.
We're saying Saliba and Konate at the back for Liverpool for the next 10 years. Beautiful.
Might as well take Saka all right as well then.
Yeah, just Martin and Saka, bro. Depth for the wings. And we're done.
Might as well.
Then take Haaland, cripple the competition. Reece James. Who are we going to take from United?
No one. No one.
We don't want nothing from them. Club's finished, blood.
Unless we want to take Anthony to just entertain people before games with that dumb shit he's doing.
Man said like before, you know, in the NBA you got like man said he's putting on a show before the game even starts.
Putting on a show before the game, bruv.
Right,
bruv.
People, we've spoken about FSG. Let's move on to the next topic really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So, Liverpool...
By the way, Lee, you're allowed back if you come now.
No, he's not. He's not. You got to suffer with everyone else outside, bruv. You was a woman when we were shooting in the gym? Not now, bro. Not now.
Oh, hold on a minute. The real elephant in the room.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my days, bruv.
What, Bobby and Kane are the 210s? Alright, you man, I'm off. See you later. I dropped my mic. I'm off. Bun, this is too easy now. It's too easy now.
Oh, man. Oh, Nah, don't even do this to me. That's the one, you know. That is the one, bruv. All the other stuff we're ramping in that. That is the one, Cal. Harry fucking Kane.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me.
Blood fire.
Don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me.
So, every year we either seem to draw Porto or Real Madrid. And every year we draw Porto, we beat Porto. And bloody every time we draw Real Madrid, we seem to lose to Real Madrid. And I'll add a bit of context to that. Liverpool and Real Madrid have played each other a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times in the Champions League. Liverpool won the first 3 encounters between the two clubs, 1981 in the final, 2009 when we beat them 1-0 away from home, and then the 4-0 win at Anfield later on that couple weeks later. Since then, we have played them a total of 6 times, twice in 2014, 2018, twice in 2021, and once in 2022. Out of those 6 games, we have lost 5 and drawn 1. On all occasions, ultimately, we have been knocked out of the Champions League, whether it be in the knockout stages or the final by Real Madrid. Drift the other day, before the drawing was made, I said they are the last team I want us to draw. And we've drawn the last team I wanted us to draw. I'm going to be real, Drift. You see, unless something mad happens in January, player-wise, I hate to say it, I think we're going to be coming out of this Champions League early. I don't know how you feel.
There's a massive part of me that believes what you're saying is true. I'll say 80% of me believes what you were saying is true. But tonight's a fucking party, bruv.
Hey, what are you saying? Anybody can get it.
Bruv, so with all due respect, Real Madrid, fuck yourself. It's about time we get one over these pussies, bruv.
You know what? I'm back.
It is about time we get one over these pussies, bruv. Football doesn't make any sense, Cal. Liverpool lost to Leeds and Newcastle and Nottingham Forest. It doesn't make sense,
and we beat Napoli and Man City. It doesn't make sense, bruv. This is what football is about. We owe them pussies a beating, bruv. Fuck Real Madrid, bruv. Do I want to play Real Madrid? Of course I don't want to play Real Madrid. But to be the best, you have to beat the best. And those pussy-holes got away with one last time we played them. So do you know what, Cal? Let's do this, innit? Fuck it. It is what it is, bruv. It is what it is. Shout out UEFA. Shout out UEFA, because I don't know how Bayern Munich, PSG, Liverpool, and Real Madrid are all playing each other. I really don't know. Well,
how mad thing, but
is PSG versus Bayern? Is that the glamour game of the tie?
No. Real Madrid, Liverpool's a glamour tie. We're talking about.
Sorry, I meant except ours.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's a beautiful tie. Bayern Munich versus PSG is a beautiful tie. Everybody will be interested in that. But Liverpool, Real Madrid, that's the heritage tie. That's the real shit. That's the real shit. When it comes to the Champions League, apart from AC Milan, Liverpool and Real Madrid are that's the Champions League heritage right there. So it's a big one, bro. It's a big one. But fuck Real Madrid, man. We owe them one, bruv. We owe them one, man.
Really do.
And if everyone's saying that Núñez reminds them of Torres, last time we beat up Real Madrid, Torres was a Liverpool player. So if you want an omen, if you want to, whatever it is, then there you have it, bruv. Fuck Real Madrid, man. Fuck Real Madrid, bruv. I fucking hate that club, bruv.
You say we're going to take Real Madrid. Should we just take Camavinga and Tchouaméni while we're at it? If that's what Klopp wants, that's what Klopp gets now, isn't it?
It is what it is, bruv. Is what it is. What did Courtois say after the game? Don't make us have to buy you and then loan you out, bro. Loan you out to Club Bruges or one of them man there, bro.
some team with no chance of winning the thing.
But it is mad though, isn't it, bro? It is mad. Like you got, I think was it Benfica versus Club Bruges? You've got there was another, and you're like, rah, man, this is mad, bro. Like, we just putting teams through to the quarterfinals to make it easier for the big boys who get there. Like, Like, what's going on, man? Like, it's mad, bro. And Man City just get to sit back and laugh at all of this with their dead draw. Like,
I'll be honest. I hate to say it, I do think City will win it this season. But once we get new owners, we'll win it every season after that.
Massive possibility.
So it's calm. It's not a thing. So in short, Drift, not happy with it, but you think we can actually do them this time?
Do you know what? It's not even about whether I think we can do them, Cal. Like I said, I just think football works in funny ways, bro. And we owe them one, man. Like, genuinely, like, we owe them one. If we've got all of our players back, I said it to Matt. I'm not sure if you was there, Cal, but I said it to Matt. If you look at the new system, if you look at what Pep and Klopp have figured out now in terms of like how to be unpredictable, how to be flexible, how to go to a 4-4-2 flat, 4-4-2 diamond, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-4. We've got a lot of variations that we all asked for. And I told everybody, be calm. Klopp is the man. Klopp knows what the fuck he's doing. I said that to everybody. There are obviously going to be things that need to be ironed out. There are going to be little kinks here and there. When you're changing formation, people need to get used to this stuff. It is what it is, bro. But if you've got a fully fit Liverpool squad where you've got Matip who can ball play out from the back, you've got Ubu who can play up against strong, fast players, you've got Van Dijk after the World Cup, that the everything will be done. He'll be back to being VVD, I guarantee you.
And then Saliba next season.
It is what it is, bro. See it there? The light skin back four. That's what we're all waiting for, bro. Then you've got the situation.
Ibru's my complexion, by the way.
No. I'm talking Saliba, Van Dijk, Trent. Light skin back four, bro. And then you've got the Diaz and the Jota situation where them man will be back, bro. Salah will be a lot more skilled and adverse in playing this new role that he's playing, that he's beautifully doing anyway. But he'll be a few more months down the line of learning how to play that role. Nunes will be a lot more down the line of knowing what he's doing. We've already seen that he's gelling well. It'll be a couple more months down the line of that as well. So there are loads of things, bruv, that you can put into the situation. Because, okay, our midfield ain't the greatest. We know that. But our defense and our attack is brilliant. And as long as we can get that midfield for just 2 games to just play a certain level that they don't become the weakness within that situation, and then we can overcome this. Will we? Yeah. We'll talk about that closer to the time. But can we? Of course we fucking can. Fuck Real Madrid, bro.
Drift, just do me a favor. I just need to sort something out real quick. If you just go through the supers, I should be back.
Yeah. No problem. Man, like Scouse Drift in the house. This is very weird to look at myself. 100 mil to spend in January. Who I actually, do you know, I'll leave that one actually till the boys get back. Recency bias, big up, bro. Would you rather sign Mbappe, Rice, or Gakpo and Bellingham? I don't know about Mbappe anymore, you know. I don't like the kid's attitude. It's not about talent. He's supremely talented. His attitude is very prima donna-y. I don't know about it. I really don't. But Mbappe and Rice is the better of those two. I got to be honest. Plano boy, someone said no American owners. Would you take Elon or Bezos? Come on. Look, I don't really know too much about those guys. All jokes aside, I don't know enough. But I know they are super ambitious and I know they don't like to lose. And I don't mind having owners at my club that don't like losing. So on that one, I'll take either of them. Sam Max, big up, bro. We're shopping at Harrods soon. No sales at Poundland. Exactly, bruv. This is what I'm saying, bruv. Bun all of that, going to the reduced aisle and buying dented tins and all them foolishness. Bun all that now. BC, big up, bro. Diaz, Nunes, Mbappe, Thiago, Bellingham, Robbo, VVD, Kanate, Trent, Allison. I would keep. Oh no, Bellingham, Robbo, VVD, Kanate, Trent, Allison, I would keep. Not sure what you think. Does Nunes fit in with Diaz and Mbappe? Of course he does, bruv. Of course he does. Rotation, bro. This is what we have. Squad depth, 100%. And that is a very young, youthful, vibrant, powerful, pacey, skillful front 3, 4, whatever you want to call it. 100%. Remember, Mo might only be 30, but obviously we do have to think about his age to a degree. You get a 22-year-old Mbappe, a 23-year-old Nunes, a 25-year-old Diaz, and you've got youth on your side. Do you know what I mean? 100%. Hold on, wrong one. Tahir, big up, bro. Kopish next stream. Everyone wearing Rolexes and gold chains and diamond teeth. Yo, look, if we get taken over, they need to start throwing some of that money our way first, bro. Because ain't no one on the Kopish team right now able to afford no Rolexes and no gold chains, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if they want to come over it, I'll definitely put some diamond teeth in. You mad? As long as diamonds don't taste disgusting, I'll put some diamond teeth in my mouth. But big up as always, bro. To hear again, says if Mukesh buys LFC, we buy him players on rupees. Yeah, bro, but he's a baller, bro. So it'll be hella rupees. It is what it is, bro. Big up Beijing each and every time. My guy Sam Max said Naby got hurt tripping over his Wi-Fi. Look, we're gonna chop up the Naby thing before we leave, boys. We are gonna chop up the boys and girls. We're gonna chop up the Naby thing. It's a mazza. I don't know, man. We'll wait for everyone to get back for that one. Matt's hairline is back again. Sad to see FSG go. Psych, I'm drinking champs and linking gal on the yacht. With the band falling into the ocean. Escobar season, too much to count. Look, it is what it is, man. Some people will be sad to see them go. I'm sure there's still top reds that don't want them to go, but we move. TG rocks the pain I will feel when this doesn't happen. And that is the reason why I tried to keep myself on the ground. But these men there just pulled me into the hype, TG. This is what I'm saying, bruv. Them man there pulled me into the hype. I was trying not to get caught into it. Jay the activist, we have to beat Madrid at some point, right? It's what I'm saying, bro. We have to. We're too big of a club for it to always be a rollover thing whenever we play these pussy holes. Do you know what I'm saying? Straight up. Hold on, let me make sure I haven't missed anything. Yeah, a couple supers have come through. Let me make sure. All right, back on track. Now, real talk though, we have to beat them at some point, 100%. Big up, Dean. Evening, gents. Exciting times we live in now. I might as well relocate to Liverpool, the city. What brothers about Madrid is always narrow margin. Yeah, so what bothers me about Madrid? Yeah. No, that is true. That is true, man. But bun Real Madrid, man. Big up Sean each and every time. Even with the new owners, Milners will still... Hey, shout out Millie, man. Millie can get 2 minutes here or there when he's coming on for Mbappe who just got a hat-trick. Surely, Sean. Surely. Come on, man. It is what it is, man. Shout out. No, you know, Millie can move into the coaching now. 100%. Will Flex, big up, bro. When was the last time a team not from Madrid knocked us out of the Champions League? Oh, shit. For real, what was it? In 1920, we got knocked out by Atletico. 2021, we got knocked out by Madrid. Yeah, 21-22, they beat us in the final. Shit, hold on a minute. We lost to Real Madrid this season. Shit. Right, but that goes back a while still. Fucking hell, for real. We owe the whole city of Madrid a beating. Real talk. Fucking hell. That's actually fact still. It's been a minute. Big up Pimp each and every time. Catch drift at the start of the show. Now flying without wings. That cup is half full. Therapy is deep in now, G. Pause. Jedi vibes. Yeah, man, I got pulled in, bro. I got pulled in, man. I don't know how, but I got pulled in. Jay the activist is back again. Big up yourself, bro. FSG can spend whatever they want right now. They can just push the cost onto the new owners. They actually have no excuse. That is actually a very valid point as well. You could look at it that way for real. You actually could look at it that way. I don't know what you think, Matt, but that actually is a very good point. We're sitting there and we're saying that they won't buy anybody because that obviously means they're spending money for no reason.
FSG can spend whatever they want right now. They can just push the cost to the new owners. They actually have no.
That is a fact. That is actually kind of true, bro. Like they can literally tell the new owners, look, the squad you're buying has so and so and so. We want an extra 50 mil added onto the amount. They could do that.
They can.
Right. They could do that.
They're going to be smart.
The new owners are going to have 830 mil. That's all right. An extra bill. Okay.
They're going to be smart. Yeah,
I thought I'd save this on for when you lot come back. 100 mil to spend in January. Who would you sign with that 100 mil?
Not Man said it's not enough, you know.
Man said it's not enough.
Bro, man said January, not summer, you know.
But I know, I know. But I know what the budget is now. I know what the budget is
Bro,
now.
nothing has happened just yet. Like,
Bro, I
you know,
the
there one's there. Bro, it depends.
You can't tell me, Matt, we're going on a night out and the budget is £50, and then you turn around the week after and go, we're going out on a night out and the budget's 300 and expect me to buy the same drinks, bro. I want pressed apple juice now, bro. I want it from the tree.
Do you want to know what? Yeah, do you want to know what? I'm not an advocate for pushing man into doing things, yeah. But if Liverpool get bought out by any of these billionaires, everybody has to cheers to our Magnum on stream.
Do you know I might do it still? If you man,
there you go. That's the spirit.
No. What we'll do, we'll be fair. You got either apple juice in one hand and a Magnum in the other hand. That's fair, innit?
I'll cheers the Magnum, but I ain't gonna drink it. I don't like alcohol.
Apple juice and Magnum, bro. Come on, man.
But what if we pour the what if we pour the Magnum into the apple juice, bro?
No. That might curdle up the thing, fam. No, SS said, man said, I want steak.
Yes, you're right. When it comes to football, I'm a gold digger and I'm a trophy digger. You're right. I am, yeah.
Man said, but he ain't messing with no broke.
18 years. On the 18th birthday, found out it wasn't his. No. When it comes to Liverpool, I'm a gold digger and I'm a trophy digger. I want the best for Liverpool Football Club.
Bro, man said on the 18th year, found out it wasn't his. Reparations, my friend.
Yes.
Bruh. Let's move on.
That's all I can say.
Got a little, well, potentially could be one of our new signings when we get this new money. But there are rumors going around about this player. Let's speak about it. Cody Gakpo has been linked with Liverpool Football Club, and apparently, if rumors and reports are true, which I always say take with a pinch of salt, Pep Linders was quoted saying he is the missing piece of the puzzle or the missing link. Now, once again, I don't think Pep Linders would speak about a potential player like this unless it's in and happened.
The book?
Guys, huh? The
unless
book
it's in the book?
Like, he wouldn't be that brazy.
He would? You think he would?
What if he knows that Arab money's coming, bro? He'll put anything in that rascal.
Linders would say something along the lines of like, the intensity that we play with, surely Cody Gakpo would be an amazing signing for Liverpool football. You know, he would say something like
that. He'll keep it more brazen now. But like, look, pussy-os, what you need to understand is we're about to be rich, biatch. So what you need to understand is Gakpo's coming in for 6 months to get us what we need. And then he'll become a squad player and we'll do it. And then we'll do a Chelsea thing. A man will go on rotation. It is what it is.
I said 6 months rental.
Like I said, can you bring me the rotation? And I'll be right
and
there.
I'll be right here. Gakpo.
It's what it is, bro.
So, as I always like to do with these players, I like to do a little comparison sheet. So, do you know what? I've just realized I ain't gonna have to do no more Excel spreadsheets.
No more spreadsheets, bro.
We are, baby. We are.
No more Windows Excel, bro.
But I might just delete Excel the app, bro. I might just delete
it. We need Excel anymore, bro.
All about the Benjamins, baby. What you want to do?
Hold on, I'm seeing names on there that do you know what? I know you can't do it now.
Barnes?
But on another day, swap Harvey Barnes for Mbappe and swap Zaha for like
guys.
I don't know.
I set this.
What are we doing? Look into my man and we scrub the boots, bro. Harvey Barnes and Zaha. Can't we rich, bitch? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, bro?
Nah, I don't want to get Zaha like that still. I don't know that.
What are we doing, doing, bro?
I'm not gonna Harvey Barnes. I'm not gonna lie, fam.
What are we doing, bro?
No disrespect, but Harvey Barnes will be in the
They don't shop
cafeteria.
at them shops no more, Cal.
Harvey Barnes will be in the cafeteria chilling with the dinner
Car
ladies.
boot
and that.
sale, bro.
With Karen
We're
and
going
them.
to
Like.
Harrods now, bro.
I want to be chilling with Karen and them, like, you know, like that. Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, bro. We're up in Harrods now, bro. No early morning Saturdays, bro. Car boot sales are cold, bro. They're very cold.
Harvey,
bruv.
go get us a sausage roll. Yo, Harvey. Harvey, go get us a donut. Harvey, go get us a turkey Twizzler. We need you. We need you. That's what Harvey Barnes will be doing up in Liverpool.
Get us a flat white. 2 flat
Innit?
whites.
Doing up
man.
cafeteria and that.
We're doing personal shopping in Harrods now, Cal.
I'm not gonna lie. I think you lot are doing
Turkey
Harvey
Twizzlers.
Barnes and Zaha and them man dirty.
No, I said no.
Yeah,
I
they-
specifically
they-
said not
unfortunate-
Zaha.
No.
I
They,
specifically said not Zaha.
they are
Not
both.
Zaha.
They are both the unfortunate
not
casualties
Zaha.
of war in what is now Liverpool moving differently.
No, not
It's
Zaha. Not
unfortunate.
Zaha.
It's nothing personal, bro. It's nothing personal, bro.
Not Zaha.
You know what I'm
Wolf,
saying?
if I see, because I know I might bump into Wolf. Remember, local.
Yeah, we might
It's
be
local, remember, very local. God knows. Nah, not
Yeah,
Wolf,
bro.
but Harvey.
All right, but all jokes aside, I did this before the FSG news came in, and I think this is a good gradient to Mark Gakpo on because we can't
Yeah,
compare him to your Mbappes and your Kravers and all those players.
Mm.
Even though
No.
we are-
Let's get real. Let's get real. Drop me a mech.
But
Come. Let's move.
Gakpo, before I even go through the stats, would you guys take him at Liverpool?
Yeah.
He does look very good, you know. He
Okay,
does.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna be real.
when I look at the PSV team, Cal, Simon and Gakpo are the 2 players who stand out massively, and either one of those players, if Liverpool are linked with, I've got no issue with.
Cody
That's
Gakpo.
me personally.
The thing is, here's another thing as well. Remember, even if we do get all this money, it doesn't mean to say that every single person you have to buy is world class. Because remember, you got to factor in egos as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to get that balance. You buy, because let's be real. You see with Man City, they're in fact, you see some of the players that they bought, yeah. I would arguably say when Bernardo Silva was bought at that time at Monaco, he wasn't world class.
No,
but he was on the verge, and they made him world class, right?
Yeah.
Riyad Mahrez, you might think he's world class. He's another one.
We say, Matt, every Diana Ross needs the Supremes.
Bro,
Every Bob Marley needs his Wailers.
Yeah.
bro.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear every Beyonce needs
Yeah.
their Destiny's Child. I hear you.
Yeah,
You got
'cause
to
you
buy
need
some
it.
backup dancers.
Yeah, you do, but you
It's
need
real, bro.
you need balance. You can't have. There's a reason why there's a reason why Destiny Child's work. There wasn't 3 Beyonces. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. No, real.
And that's
talk.
like in any
Don't
football
sleep
team as
on
well.
Kelly, though. Let's not sleep on Kelly Rowland now.
No, Kelly Rowland's sick. But what I'm trying to say is,
she's still a backup dancer.
normally, and I say normally, even in the biggest clubs in world football, there's normally the main star. The main star. You know what I mean?
Look, Cal, this is your fault, bruv. You dragged me into this, bro.
Right. Well,
Yeah, man.
let's have a look at the stats. So, games played 13, 12, 12, and I put Luis Diaz in there to see. Obviously, Diaz is a difficult one because he got injured, though. So, touches, Gakpo leads that. Only second is Zaha. Harvey Barnes is third.
Yeah.
Again, Diaz. Do you know, I might just remove Diaz because it's kind of unfair because he's
It's
played,
unfair
like,
because he hasn't
half
played.
the
Yeah.
game.
He hasn't played.
Ball recoveries is Zaha, which shows Zaha's defending is very good.
Yeah.
Possession lost. He loses possession a lot. 222 times. Zaha 201 and Harvey Barnes 147.
So he's at the worst then, Cody.
Yeah, he's the worst when it comes to that.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a bad stat, especially in the league he's at, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Goals now.
concerning a little bit.
9 goals, 6 for Zaha, 5 for Harvey Barnes. He scored 6 with his right foot, 3 with his left. Zaha 5 with his right, 1 with his left. Barnes 3 with his right, 2 with his left. Passes attempted. Again, Gakpo leads that. Also, passes completed. However, pass accuracy is Zaha again. Crosses attempted is where Cody really comes into his own now.
Raw.
120 in comparison to 14.
That's
from-
why Linders loves him. He's a crossing merchant. It's a crossing merchant, bro.
Out of that, though, successful crosses and corners, by the way,
Mm.
it's 49 to Zaha's 2 and Harvey's is 0. Forward passes, again, he outshines the other two, but again, he's probably playing in a team which has more of the ball than Palace and Leicester, especially Leicester at the moment. Duels contested, again, Zaha's taking more duels and winning more fouls than both of those. Well, them two combined is what Zaha's winning. Aerial duels contested, Gakpo is very tall, but Harvey Barnes only one behind, which actually kind of surprised me. Ground duels, again, Zaha comes into his own and ground duels 1. So, based on that, how highly we all, even though we joke about, we all rate Zaha on this channel. When you look at those stats, Matt, does that change your mind? Do you think we definitely should go in for him? Should we not? I'll be honest, me personally, I'm not that high on him. I think he's good, but I don't think he's great.
No, Cody Gakpo is a good player, but he's not someone who I would have said we have to go and get. He doesn't strike me as that type of player. I think he's a player, if you've got him in your squad, I think it's cool. But the thing is, I think this is where we have to be careful, because let's say the new ownership does happen, then it happens. Let's just say it happens for argument's sake in the summer. I don't know if I still would be thinking Cody Gakpo. Like, do you know what I mean? I think it's just because as things stand right now, we're still trying to be level-headed. Cody Gakpo is a typical kind of Liverpool signing, isn't it? I think even Fabrizio said someone from England was in for him, but they wanted 50 million euros, and that's probably what it would take. So we're looking about 45 million pounds, and that's not a lot of money, but and it's not even a lot of money for a squad player. But I think he's a decent squad player. However, I think for balance wise, maybe it would have been better if it was someone who we focused on the right hand side for Salah's sake, because we like to do this whole at the moment. Let's look for a left-sided forward. Like, we've already got 2 of them, so why not get someone for the right-hand side? So maybe I'd focus on that, like a Musa Diaby cow, who you really like, someone like that instead.
Yeah, Musa's for the right-hand side, and then Mbappe.
If we sign Cody, I'll put it into context. If we sign Cody Gakpo, I will not be annoyed. I'd actually be like, that's a good signing. However, I'll still be thinking, we still got to get someone on the right-hand side, though. What about the right-hand side? That's what I'll be thinking.
Let me add in Martinelli. Might as well, innit? Because we're going to start looking at him soon as well.
True. And Bruno says it best, bro. 45 mil, that's peanuts, bro.
Yeah, because but I said for a squad player. Like, do you know what I mean? Because
peanuts.
No. But at the same time, just because it's peanuts, don't mean to say that we can't use that for someone. It's not about the quality. I'm talking about where he plays, because he plays predominantly more on the left drift. Why not we try and find someone on the right-hand side, like what Cal's guy, Musa Diaby?
But we need both to be fair, Matt.
You think we need
both? Why not have 3 players for both positions, bro?
I suppose, because if you're looking at... you might have something there, because if you're looking at...
we've got 3 goalkeepers and only 1 plays, right? So let's just have 3 players in every position, bro.
I think Jota Nunez will rotate for number 9. I think Diaz and... In my mind, Diaz and Zaha for the left, and then Diaby and Salah for the right.
Let me ask you a question. Would you rather want Zaha or Cody Gakpo? That's a good question.
Zaha, personally.
What about you, Jeff?
I would rather have Zaha because I think he's the better player.
I think Zaha's better, you know. He's just older.
He's prem proven. But what I will say is, you see Gakpo. I look at Gakpo the way I looked at my man that went to Tottenham and then went back to Holland again.
Bergwijn.
Yeah.
I don't believe that Tottenham used Bergwijn to the best of what they should have. And I think Bergwijn is a much better player than he looked like he was at Tottenham.
But remember when I sat on the hill and said, I think Bergwijn's better than Lucas Moura?
Yeah.
And you were more Moura. And that's not even like, we're not going back into it. All I'm saying is,
over their careers, Moura is better. But in this present moment,
better. Yeah.
In this present moment, you're right. He's better than Moura now in this present moment.
Yeah.
Over their career, Moura's been better though. But
agreed.
I put Gakpo in that kind of level. And all jokes aside, let's stop doing the whole joking now about like Liverpool being bought out. Where we are right now, Gakpo is a beautiful squad player to have in your team. Agreed. He's the type of player who can play when players aren't playing. He's the type of player that can fill in gaps where need be. He's young. He still has room to grow. And I think for the amount that he will cost, about 40 million, you cannot really go wrong. Yes, it can go wrong, but that is the asking price now, guys. Let's keep it a buck. 50 mil's become the new 25 mil. It is really stupid that football's inflated like this, but it's just real, guys. Like, So to get Gakpo for 40 mil, it's kind of good business, in my opinion, because he can cover both flanks. He can play numerous positions. He's a perfect Klopp player that's adaptable and changeable throughout formations. And he is techie with it. He's a good player. He's not a world beater, but he's a good player. I would be all right with Gakpo. Gakpo and Salcedo in the January window, I would perfectly be fine with that.
Gakpo as an understudy to Diaz. I don't think Liverpool fans are complaining.
No,
I really don't. We're not complaining.
No, we're not.
Do you know that's more? He's more than
again.
adequate.
Him would be down to preference, but no one should complain. It should just be I wouldn't have chosen him, but sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's what I'm yeah, 100%. I think this is where we don't want to get carried away as well. Like you said, Jeff, all jokes aside, like let's say we was to buy him. That's a good signing. Let's not be silly and be like, oh, man wanted Vinicius Jr. Like, you know what I mean? Let's
yeah.
do you know what I mean? No, I know.
How beautiful would it be to take Vinny from Real Madrid? How beautiful would that be?
Nah, bro. Do you know what?
He's a future pin-up boy at their club. Taking Vinny Jr. would be it'd be sensational.
Bruv, do you remember when I used to say the guy's got talent, but he kind of like, let's be real. The first season at Real Madrid.
On the map, bruv.
Yeah. First season.
Yeah, that's true. We might as well go get Ansu Fati while we're at it as well,
bro.
We've already dealt with Barcelona bad, man. We don't need to go back.
Yeah. I'd rather Vinny Jr. than Fati.
No, bun Barcelona, bruv. Are you mad? Go take Ansu Fati, bruv.
Actually, no.
No,
we could go and get Pedri and Gavi. Just take the heart out, blood. No long thing.
But remember, because their man there are like, I know Fatty is Spanish, but you know, like I think their man will be harder to get. Let's go and get Fatty, bro.
No one's hard to get now, bro.
If we get them new owners, not anything's possible, bro. Anything's possible. No, big man, anything's possible.
We might as well go and buy what's left of those fucking Barcelona TV deal rights, isn't it?
Yeah.
They'll sell them to us.
Buy a feeder club.
You know what I mean? If you want to watch Barcelona games, come watch LFC Go, innit?
Imagine,
All right, so just before finishing up this segment, then guys, go around the circle. Cody Gakpo. Happy, Drift? If it happened?
I'd be happy.
I'll be happy. Yeah.
Same here.
I'll be happy still.
Same here. All right. Moving on to another topic now. It's going to be a fun one to discuss. All right, guys. So I'm going to play a video clip from an interview. And I'd love to know your thoughts on it. And this is from Trent. Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Right.
I think I've got a good mindset when it comes to it. I've always understood, and I've gotten used to it from a young age. People say a lot of things, people talk a lot, people have their own opinions, is what it is, and people are entitled to that. I've always just seen it as, I know what I need to do, and then just get on with it. You know, it's work at the end of the day, it comes part and parcel with it. I think that's something that people don't really understand, if I'm honest. We don't play a normal style of football. You know, when things are going well, people praise it. When things aren't going right, or they don't defend like they used to, or they don't defend like they're supposed to. They're supposed to be doing this, they're supposed to be doing that. But like last year, when we nearly won every trophy possible, that wasn't a problem because we were winning games and that was what we were doing. But now, Trent changed the position, he's changed the role, changed how right backs play the game or full backs play the game. And then now it's like he doesn't defend like a fullback used to or a fullback's supposed to. It's like, well, if I've changed the game, then surely like you can't have one without the other. As a team, all you can do is play how you're told to play. If that means that people don't understand it and people misconstrue it and don't really understand the way we play down to a T, then that happens. I'm sure I have opinions on players that are told to do certain things in their team that I would say is wrong, but no, the game's a game. There's not how they feel is right and from who we do or judge.
Right. You guys heard all of that, yeah?
Yeah.
Thoughts on those comments, guys? Matt, I'll start with you.
First and foremost, my fucking right back.
I'll say this. Big up Trent. he's under a lot of criticism, and I think he's just being honest. First of all, he's saying he's told to play the way how he plays, isn't it? So tactically, that's what he's been told. He's also saying as well, like the amount of praise, like I've been saying for a minute. He gets a lot of praise for being generational and changing the game when we were winning trophies. And then when things go wrong, we're quick to slate him. I've been saying that for so long. And don't get twisted. He knows as well that he could play better. Of course he knows that. But I think what it is that when things go wrong, we start nitpicking and start like really looking at things that we weren't looking at before. Because we've always known, factually, he's not the best defensive right back in the league. He never has been. He never has been. But what he is, though, is a great asset to Liverpool, and his way of playing allows us to play in a certain way that not many teams can play because he's such a special player. I think it's testament to him that he's just being real about it. I feel like he's basically trying to say, like, bro, I understand that I get criticized, but man's told to do something, and I've got to listen to the manager. So that's what kind of makes you... Sorry, guys, 1 second. Drift, take over, please. Sorry, 1 second, bro. Apologies.
Yeah.
No,
look, the way it is, Cal. We've said it on here many times, and people always, why are you sticking up for Trent and blah blah blah. No, we're not here to just come in here slew, man. That's not our job. Do you know what I'm saying? Our job is to be a voice for everybody, and occasionally throw in what we believe may be true, maybe not. But we have to have logic. We have to include facts. It cannot be emotion. If everything is based on emotion, it's a very weak argument. It's a very weak argument. There has to be facts and there has to be logic. And this is why I would always throw in caveats whenever we're talking about things. But what about this? But what about that? But what about this? And people say, Jiff, you're making excuses. No, I'm not. I'm trying to make the argument fair. It cannot always be emotions. There has to be facts. The way Trent has been playing is clearly by design. He said it himself there. We've heard Klopp say it. It is obvious even when you watch it. It is by design. So when it's working and you're happy with it, don't switch on him when it doesn't work. Because even though we are all within our right to go, Trent, you could have done more there. Case in point, I'll give an example, the Man United game. It was the easiest 1-2 I've ever seen played around the right back in my life. I will never stand here and say that he is absolved from any responsibility of that. Trent, you could have done a lot better in that situation. But generally speaking, his role in the team has not been defend. His role in the team is to be a creator. His role in the team has been to actually, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, he's carried the largest burden on the club for the last few years. I know a lot of people might go, oh no, Van Dijk and Alisson and Mo and a lot of other players. But we have been pretty much designed around Trent and Robbo's creativity and what they do as fullbacks. And their job is very difficult. Trent is comparable with Kevin De Bruyne over the last 4 seasons. Kevin De Bruyne. Do people not say Kevin De Bruyne is the best midfielder in the world? And Trent is in the Kevin De Bruyne conversation when it comes to creativity, chances created, assists, all of that kind of stuff. He has a different role to play in the Liverpool team. Is it frustrating? Yes. Are there things that we are annoyed about? 100%. But please do not have all the ratings for Trent when it's going well, as he said, and it is facts, and then just pile onto him when it's not doing well. He is part of our system. The system is different for him. He's not a typical right back. And not only that, everybody is allowed bad form, which is what I've said in the past. Everybody thinks these men aren't allowed to drop any form at all. Everybody acts like these men, and they go, Jeff, why are you sticking up for man? And rare. When I talk about Henderson, I'll talk about Trent, or a couple of people that I'm like, yo, guys, why are we piling on? Yes, man ain't playing that well at the moment. But guys, do you remember how good these guys have been for a prolonged period of time? They're humans. Everybody isn't perfect at work every day. And football isn't just about physicality. It's about mental. Take these things into consideration. So I've always said that. I think all of us have championed here. Give Trent a break. Has he been playing brilliantly? No. But don't just start piling on, acting like man some dead footballer. He's still a fucking unique, generational, change the game. People are growing up wanting to be a Trent, not a Gary Neville. Not any other right back that you want to name.
Cafu, Dani Alves, them man can.
Okay, but them men are international. In the English game, nobody grew up wanting to be no other English right back. Name me another English right back, and nobody grew up wanting to be that. Yeah, Cafu and Alves, yeah, a couple. But nobody grew up in England wanting to be a right back. And he changed that. And now he makes people feel different about what right back. We said he has rejuvenated and he has kind of changed what an English right back is about to be. And you know what? When I'm seeing a couple of these right backs from the England squad limping and injured and might not be, let's see what Southgate's going to do when he might be forced to play Trent. Because he didn't have no love, no care for Trent. And I tell you now, if Trent was Portuguese, Brazilian, Argentinian, anywhere like that, them man will be lauding him and praising him. But in England, everybody wants to look at his fucking deficiencies and pointing out what he can't do. Let's talk about what he can fucking do. Why is it always so quick in England to talk about what he can't do? That's why we play defensive football.
We see it every week, Drift. Who gets lauded? Cancelo.
Exactly.
Cancelo's not better than him defensively. You know?
I was gonna big up to Daps. Daps is the first to say it. You watch his Man City every game. Cancelo
they have the ball.
It defensively.
Yes, because they have the ball.
None of the pundits say anything.
To add to what Drift said, what I was gonna say is this: it's so mad because when people talk about Trent, like you said, Drift, like they don't laud him enough. Oh no, sorry, they were lauding him when, like I said before, when we were winning trophies. But as soon as Liverpool are not playing well, the team's not well, players aren't playing well. They're trying to scapegoat him. Everything's his fault. Bro, like you said, if he was Brazilian, let me give an example. Marcelo, for years at Real Madrid, was amazing going forward. But defensively, he was so iffy, it was crazy. Only until his latter years when he was about 27, 28, Marcelo started to become like the complete left back, like complete. Defensively, he started to be more sound. But Marcelo was always known for being an attacking left back who was absolutely sensational. And I'm not trying to say Trent is Marcelo, but I'm just giving you an example as to like someone who played in their position, but like going forward, he was amazing, but defensively, he wasn't the greatest. Bro, Trent is not even 25 yet. He's going to get better. That facet of his game where he needs to be more defensively switched on, whatever, will come with age and experience. Because it'll get to a point where he's just like, nah, do you know what? I know I play the position, whatever, and I know I want to change the game, but yeah, like I have to do certain things. He'll just get older. His mindset will change. But you see, while he's here doing crazy things right now, we just got to be behind him and laud him for what he's actually doing. Because let's be real, without Trent Alexander-Arnold playing the game how he wants to play it and how Klopp wants to play it, we're not winning no Premier League and we're not winning no Champions League. For starters, is your normal right back going to play that corner to Origi? Is that right back going to be thinking, I'm so switched on, I can see that person? In fact, that's probably going to have to be like a midfielder. Like, it's going to be someone who's so switched on. That's the type of person that we have at our disposal. Let's not try to bring him down, people. Let's stay with him. We know he's going through bad form, but let's not underestimate the talent that we have at our disposal. But the guy is so serious. And like I said before, without Trent Alexander-Arnold, we're not winning Prem and we're not winning Champions League. And that is a fact. The guy's produced more assists than I can remember in that space of time. And not only that, his use of the ball is something that we haven't honestly seen since the Gerrard and Alonso days. Thiago's here now, but Thiago came later on. But until Thiago joined, it was Gerrard and Alonso when we was talking about, the passing, the technique, the vision. The guys did it from right back. Bro, even against Spurs, some of the passes to Nunes were made to look so easy. Do you know how stupid they were?
The one to Callaway miscontrolled it as well.
Bro, man's looking up, one touch, bang. This is what Beckham used to do on a regular, I'm much compared to Beckham.
Headshot, dead, bang.
These are the type of things that he does. And because he's so normal for training.
Pound for pound, what?
Bro, it's crazy. But no,
and the wickedest thing is, Matt, as well, this is what a lot of people don't take into consideration as well. Man broke onto the scene at 17/18, and he's just been forced to be a grown-up as a child ever since. Did people think he wasn't going to drop form at some point? And I'll put this out there, just an example right now. I'm talking to any Arsenal fan that's watching right now. Your young bucks who are proper ballers. I love Martinelli. I make no bones about it. I think Martinelli is a different level player. He is going to go for a patch where he's going to perform badly, though. He's a young player. It happens, bro. And let's be real. He hasn't been under even a third of the pressure Trent has been under. Why are people expecting Trent to just be this, like, all-foreseeing, since he was 18, the man has been under pressure that none of us can understand. Look what happened to Britney Spears, Michael Jackson, all these people that are young and they're just under pressure. Bro, you crack at some point. Say he's going through some poor form. It will happen. I remember a man were telling me that Robertson was done. Fucking ha, bro. Remember that, Cal? Remember people saying that Robertson was done out here, bro? People are so quick when someone goes through poor form to just write man off, bro. It's a joke thing, bro.
Who's bought us?
Breaking news. Liverpool have now received their first proposal from an interested party since putting the club for sale. This is from the Financial Times. Doesn't say who it is. Fam?
Oh my goodness.
Fam? Well, what I'm gonna say is, Drift, play the clip, please. Play the clip. Play the clip, bro. Bro?
My life is getting better and better.
You see that look? He knew all along. He knew. He's a real one. He's no snitch, fam. He's not a snitch.
Hey, you're on my fucking wavelength, man.
He
I
never
love
said
it, bro.
FSG once. All he
I
kept
told you, lot, my manager is not a fucking snitch.
You know one thing
I told you,
know one thing I love about Jurgen? All he
I
kept on saying
told you,
is
lot.
we have bills to pay. We're run a certain way. Man never name dropped nobody. Man never said Mike Gordon, Tom Werner. Man never said no names.
He might have pushed them out behind the scenes, you know. He might have done it.
Bro,
Hostile takeover. How do
Klopp
you
might, but you lot are talking about Conte and Jose. What, them snitches? Them man, they just throw people under the bus when it gets. I don't want those brothers in charge of my club. I want people that when the tough time, what do they say? When the going gets tough, the tough get going, bro. That's what I'm saying. My manager ain't no snitch. He ain't just dashing people under buses out here and just trying to just shirk responsibility. He takes all the fucking responsibility on his chest. And then do you know what he does when he's got that Arab money?
Just back into the Trent stuff, guys. I do want to chime in and shout out to Saint LFC who's watching. Make sure you go and check out Saint's channel and subscribe, people.
I can't stay off Twitter, you know. I don't even want to look, bro. Because if I see something on, bro, it's mad out in these streets, blood.
I agree with absolutely everything you both said about Trent. But what I will say is, don't you think there's a little bit of arrogance in him saying some of the things he said, in sense of, yes, we know how phenomenal he is and going forward and everything. But yes, you've changed the role and you should be praised for that, in my opinion. But the mistakes he's making are very, very amateurish mistakes. So it's not a case of people are criticizing him just for the sake of it. The criticism, in my opinion, has been justified. What I do think is happening is people have gone overboard with it. But I think hearing Trent say some of that, I don't know if he's taking responsibility for some of the mistakes he's making, because him being high up the pitch isn't a problem. Him losing out on duels, him losing out on being in position, him losing out on the right position to be in at the right times, that's not instructions. Like when you're getting squared up by an attacker and you're getting beaten more times than you're winning the ball, that's an issue. So even though I agree with absolutely everything he said to an extent, I feel as though there's a bit of arrogance there where he's not actually taking on board why he's getting the criticism, as opposed to just deflecting it and saying, well, you guys have said this one bit, but now you're saying this. When in actual fact, you're getting criticized for the right reasons.
I hear you, Cal. I hear you. But I will say before Matt goes, because I could see Matt wants to
Matt's
cook.
giving me that stank.
Yeah, Matt wants to cook. I'll say two things to that, Cal. I'll say what you're saying, there's nothing wrong with what you're saying, and there is a lot of facts in what you're saying.
If you're smart. No, joking. Yeah.
But two things I will say to that is, the first thing is, I don't mind a little bit of arrogance when you're that good, because I think the arrogance is what makes you good. And the second thing I'll say is everybody's allowed poor form. And I just think it's poor form at the moment. For whatever reason, maybe it's something personal, maybe he's tired, he's fatigued mentally, physically, whatever it may be. He's putting a bit too much muscle mass, whatever the situation may be.
That's a big thing, by the way.
No.
I said that a while ago. I do believe that. I do believe that's got something to do.
Slow down. He has slowed down.
I think he's got. No. Go to you, bro.
All right, I'll say this here. All right, so I hear what you're saying, Cal, because I think you are spot on about some of these.
You're going to still rush me though, so it's cool.
yeah. Well, just a little,
a little ribs.
But all I say is this: you're right though, because some of the stuff he's doing is lazy. It is. However, I think what it is in that interview. I mean, I haven't seen the whole thing, Cal. He's not going to go on record as to say, I'm in bad form. I know I need to do better. I mean, I haven't seen it because
I don't expect him to do that, but he could turn around and say, I get why I'm being criticized for some of the things I've done.
No, but here's the thing. When you start saying things, I know why I'm being criticized, I know what I'm doing wrong. It sounds already silly, but then teams will really start to think, right, Trent's really low. He's low on confidence. We got to make sure every time we play against Liverpool, we just got to aim at he's down his side. We know he's in trouble. No, they're doing that anyway. But what I'm trying to say is when the man says it out loud to everybody, it becomes a bigger thing. If he's saying it to Liverpool and Klopp and whoever, that's fine because he knows within himself he's not playing well. He don't need to tell the world he's not playing well because we can see it. I feel like he would all kind of almost be adding to his own plate by saying, imagine an interview with GQ and you want to talk about your greatness. You don't, even if you're not playing well, you don't want to be GQ. Well, I'm not playing well. Yeah, they just target my side. I'm going overboard here, but he's not gonna. I wouldn't expect him to say things like, "I'm not playing well. I know I can do way better." I'm expecting him to say things like, "The way I'm told to play." Because when he's saying that, he's kind of almost admitting the mistakes he's made. He's doing it in code. He's basically saying, "People want to have a go at me now, but when they say I'm game changing, and then as soon as we're not doing well, people want to say that, oh, but like, you know what I mean? These are mistakes that you're making." He's doing it in code. He's actually saying, I know the mistakes that you lot think I'm making. Cool. But I'm told to play away. And it's kind of one of them things where he's like, he's not saying live with it, but he's saying, this is how I play. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like let's not be too harsh on him because I do think he's just not saying it out loud. Like, oh, I know I'm really not playing well. And it's hard to say because like I don't know when that interview was taken as well, Cal. But we know, bruv, Trent, no, bruv. Bigger Trent Alexander-Arnold, if you ever want to come on Kopish, by the way, bruv, Trent knows how he's playing. He knows how he's playing. Do you know what I mean? I think it's one of them ones, but I just think he didn't want to go on the world stage, so to speak, maybe, and just be like, I know I'm down in the dumps kind of thing. I could be wrong though, Cal. Do you know what I mean? You could be right, but that's just, I don't know.
I hear you.
He's a talent, no, bruv. You know, one of them ones that's like
most talented right back in world football, bruv. It's not
even bruv, it's crazy, but what it is when you don't play well, remember what I said to you when you not even to you, but when I said to people in general, just like confidence is one of the biggest things in football. I said it 2 years ago and I got laughed at when I kept on saying Liverpool low on confidence. Bro, when you have no confidence, you can look so bad. Look at Messi last season, bro.
I don't think that was confidence. I think that was just people around him just being up madness, to be honest.
No, but I feel like he was a little bit because again, like he stepped out of his comfort zone in a different league. Do you know what I mean? Like there's so many factors, but I just think, once Trent gets his mojo back, bro, it's on.
Fair dues. Matt, we got one more topic to cover. So sorry, bro.
I knew this would happen still.
Go on then. Bro, what's wrong with you? Hello, error. You're making better errors than that. Do you not see I'm trying to go past? Choose your path in life, you know what I mean? We all want to walk straight. Are your legs discombobulated than that? Have you got athlete's foot? You have you? No, sir. Okay, so walk your direction. Brother! What's wrong with you? Man, this guy's bugging alive.
That's what it feels like.
Okay.
Can I say something, Matt?
Go ahead, bro. It's about to get a bit.
You've been hit by.
You've been struck by.
The disrespect this man gets, though.
Mad.
It's actually mad still. It's actually mad.
I've got a theory, Matt, and I want to see what your thoughts on it.
Oh, I've got a theory.
Well, they forgot to have his Weetabix.
No, I'll be honest. I don't actually think he's injured. I genuinely don't think he's injured at this point. I think either he's refused to play or Klopp's refusing to play. Are you
jealous? Are you okay?
I'm gonna be honest.
I think something's wrong fundamentally.
It was his doing.
Naby, are you okay? Naby, are you okay? Are you okay now?
All right, back up, dance. All right, mate.
You've been hit.
All right.
You've been struck by.
I
knew owners.
Are we gonna let another side of the story develop, or we just gonna?
We can't let Naby land, bruv. It'll mash up his knees.
I'm gonna let him land. This is what I think about Naby.
I genuinely think.
Yeah, you
I'm
know,
gonna be honest.
I don't even want to keep piling on to a man who's already.
I'm gonna be honest. When I saw the article, or in fact, there hasn't been an official article, but obviously, first article, so you kind of know it's got to be what it is, isn't it? That he got injured again. I was like, what's going on? Then I thought about what Klopp said when he was like, remember when he got some journalists were like, you said Naby Keita and Ox wouldn't be ready in time. Remember Champions League, they were kind of ready. And Klopp was like, that's what I was told by the medical staff. Funny that, because we ain't even got a doctor, so I don't know who told. I'm just saying we ain't got no doctor, so I don't know what we're going off here. I'm just saying. 2 weeks before, 2 weeks before Naby Keita's agent,
we might have a witch doctor though.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm just saying. 2 weeks before, Naby Keita's agent spoke to Sky Germany. I said Naby Keita's not signing a new deal. He's not happy with game time. He's not happy. What happens? Naby Keita briefs the media or his agent, saying he's not happy. And a lot of people were saying, bruv, do you want to know what? Naby Keita ain't ever stepping on pitch. Big up Bayesian. Bayesian was one of the people that actually was like, I don't think we're going to see him again, bro. And I was like, it wouldn't surprise me, because I think there's a little bit of unrest there between the two. I'm going to be honest. This is just me keeping it a buck. I'm not making no excuses. I am not. I'm just going to be very, very honest. If he's injured, that says everything in it about him. That just says we already know what we have to do. The guy went, obviously he's going to go anyway. Like, I think it's already written on the wall. But if he's not injured, I think there's a bit of a bigger problem. And I'm starting to lean in towards the latter, because I do find it a little bit hard to believe that out of nowhere, he's injured again, but Klopp hasn't even said a word. Normally Klopp will say something like, Naby Keita, I don't know. I spoke with Naby, told me there's an issue. Bro, we haven't heard an official statement. All there is there's been a report by Dave O'Klopp, if I'm not mistaken. I'm name dropping. I think it's Dave O'Klopp. I think he was the first one to bring out the article. Big up Dave. But I haven't heard anything else. I don't know, bro. Yeah, bro, even that. No, all jokes aside, big man thing. We haven't even heard he just went down. Crazy, huh? We haven't heard nothing. No, all jokes. I know you, man, think it's...
No, but Matt, let me ask you a question.
No,
I know you're going to feel like everything's being aimed at you, bro, because you're the Naby advocate, yeah?
Bruv, I'm not. Man said advocate,
But how can this...
said avatar. Yeah, go on.
How can this guy be upset about game time?
Yeah. Can I be honest with you? I'll say this before.
I'll be honest, he actually can.
I'll say this. 40 appearances last season, the best he's probably ever played for Liverpool. If you're ever going to believe in someone, you have to do it when they're at their best and show the person that when you're playing well, I believe in you. Klopp, and this is the only gripe I would say that I think maybe when Naby could look at it. Bro, let's keep it real. And I'm going to say this one last time for the people that seem to think that I've made this up. When Naby Keita was playing his best football for Liverpool last season, I did not hashtag NFT midfield. Someone else made that up, yeah? Somebody said NFT midfield is the best midfield that we have. Naby Keita is a part of that, yeah? Cool. Naby Keita is part of the destruction of Man City and the other games that were on fire. Then we get to Real Madrid. The captain is struggling for fitness, and I think so was Thiago, as well.
That is Fabinho.
Fabinho.
Thiago as well. Yeah, I just sorry to cut you, man. I fully agree with this, by the way.
And what was so mad is I don't know if we all saw there was pictures of like Naby Keita talking, and you can see it. You can actually see he's written all over his face. Like, I ain't even gonna play, you know, bro. It's crazy. Now listen, I understand that people have. He hasn't played well at times, and people want him to. People gonna remember the shot that he took against Real Madrid. That's absolutely fine. But I just want to put context and no banter. I just want to talk football in it, like football. We can all sit here and say,
allow it, bro.
We can always sit here and say, oh, he's not playing well or he's always injured. That's fair. That's a fair statement to say he's always injured. But when he actually plays to the best of his ability, in my opinion, he's our third best centre mid. And for me, that's just how it goes. It's unfortunate his availability. His availability is shocking. So if the reports are true that he's injured again, we already know what the deal is. But I'm going to be honest, I'm not too sure if he's injured. And not only that, he was never going to sign a new deal. He was never going to. So in my mind, I'm thinking Liverpool should have done something sooner. You must have caught wind that he was never going to sign. But then you kind of championed and tried to act to the media that you were trying to get him to sign a new deal. That was never going to happen. So we kind of did something that we weren't supposed to do, bro. In my opinion, we should have sold him last season. If you were going to sell him, you sell him. Don't sit there and go, oh, yeah, he played well. Yeah, let's see if he'll stick to the. You know he's not going to sign. That's a mistake on our part. No, it's a mistake. It's a mistake not selling Naby. It's a mistake not selling Ox. It's a mistake not selling even Origi before he went for free. We've done that a few times. It's not just Naby Keita. Liverpool have made a mistake here, bro. They've allowed the player, in my opinion, to kind of take over the situation. And what's so mad is it's actually happened, bro. Naby Keita's gonna go to another team for free. Some people will say, who gives a damn? He's a flop, whatever, who cares? Bro, we spent 52 million on Naby Keita, and we're just gonna let him go for free. All right, cool. That's what we do then, I guess. We just sign players for big money, let him go for free. We could have dealt with it better. No, all just we could have dealt with it better.
No, we could have dealt with it better. But if you knew you was about to win the Euro million, would you really care how much they were charging Ferrero Rocher?
No, but we're saying that now. We didn't know this now. And do you know what I mean? We've got to keep it a buck. We got to keep it a buck. We got to keep it a buck.
But Klopp signed his contract then. People are saying they think Klopp knew what was going on. So maybe Klopp also knew that we were going to have new owners. And he thought, well, what is 50 million? What's 50 million to a real billionaire?
The man made 40. Here's the thing. He's 40 appearances in all competitions last season, you know.
And not that many of them. Look, all right, let me put the jokes to one side.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't think Naby played well enough.
Messed up.
Naby has never played well enough consistently at any point of his Liverpool career to demand either playing time or a better new contract. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm being honest with you. He hasn't, bro. And there's a lot of games where he was good, and there's a lot of games where he was terrible.
No, but the caveat though, Drift, is you're right, but at the same time, when others around you aren't fully fit or aren't playing better than you, they shouldn't be in a team ahead of you then.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like
Drift, I'll be honest. You know my thoughts on Naby Keita. Matt, you know my thoughts on Naby Keita.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that Champions League final, Naby Keita should have started that game.
He was on form, bro.
But last time he played against Real Madrid, it wasn't good.
But we can't go back. That's going back
about most of the players, though.
That's going back a season, though.
No, but he was actually dragged at half time.
Drift.
So
yeah, but
Drift.
other players could have been dragged.
That's a season before.
Trent conceded, was it 2 goals from that?
Because again,
look, I'm not saying it's factual. I'm just saying that might have been in Klopp's thinking. Right, last time you played Real Madrid, you were dead food.
No, all I'm saying is this year. All jokes aside, there, and again. With certain players, there's a lot of scapegoat in there. Like there is, in it. There is. Like I think there's agendas out here, and we kind of have to keep it a buck. He's always gonna have an agenda against him because of his availability. What it is, people have made up their minds. It doesn't matter what he does. They made up their mind. They wanted him go. Bro, people wanted him gone 2 years ago.
Man, it's not.
No. Drift. Let me lie.
Just
Drift. Let me lie. No. It is. Because if we're talking about performances,
he's had just as many bad games as good games, bro. It's not just about.
No. Here's another thing. And again, I feel like it's what's the word I would say? The story's really been written for Naby Keita. If you go and look at it statistically, we win more games than Naby Keita than when he doesn't play. We actually do a lot better than when he's actually in the team, and we perform better, bro.
That doesn't necessarily mean it was because of him,
bro. When it comes to our midfield, but when it comes to our midfield and how we play, Naby Keita next to Thiago and Fabinho is actually our best 3. No, it actually is. Statistically, it actually is. And even if you look at it on the eye,
but there's only a small portion to test that with, though, man.
But here's what I'm saying: like, so someone's saying, and this is what I'm trying.
They never played 100 games together to know.
I'm trying to be as fair as possible. People are saying, "Oh,
sorry, Matt. Sorry, to play devil's advocate, though, Drift. That's what I say to you about Joe Gomez at centre back, but you still defend him and say he's a quality centre back. So technically,
I think now, but he's a quality player. But it's just, he ain't worked at Liverpool.
No, but when Matt's saying that there's a sample size, even though it's not big, and then you say, but they haven't played enough games. I agree with you, but at the same time, you use that defense against me when I say something about Gomez. So it is difficult getting the information because the sample size is not big enough for both. While I agree, Matt, that the stats may say we perform better with him in the team. I think that's a bit of a throwaway stat because you can't play the same teams when he's in and out, for example. Like the game we won, let's say, for example, he plays 2 games and 2 of the games he misses are Man City and Chelsea. And the 2 games he plays are Nottingham Forest and Leeds. And we win those 2 games and we draw the other 2 games. On the surface, it's, when Naby played, we won those 2 games. When Naby didn't play, we drew the 2 games. They're 2 different oppositions. So I don't think we can even use that statistic. But Drift, at the same time, I do kind of agree. He hasn't played enough great games where you can turn around and say he should get a new contract. But I also agree with Matt on the other side where he hasn't played as many bad games as people probably make out as well.
His contract was based on protecting his value, in my opinion. I think the only reason Liverpool were offering him a new contract was because they were protecting his value. Because he's only, 27? He's not even old.
Shall I tell you why we can't say that, Drift? Because we all thought that Milner was only getting a new contract to help the youngsters bed in and all this. Brother, Milner's played just as much football.
Oh, Rumble, stop chatting.
No, but that is down to the
whole season. Stop chatting. Gomez has never played a full season for Liverpool in his life.
That's down to the fact that the other players ain't performing well enough, Cal, in my opinion.
No,
I get your point, but I think
it's
because others aren't playing well enough.
People are saying Gomez has never played a full season for Liverpool, bro. Never.
Yeah. No, but I believe, and again,
but
this
never.
isn't just. But I think Gomez has had a certain level of.
Naby Keita has had more appearances than Joe Gomez had in one single season.
No. But the point is, Gomez has had more consistency in terms of like in a run, like say 10 games where he's played well in a run.
So is Naby.
No, Naby's never played more than 2 or 3 good games in a row. No. Naby's never had more than 2 or 3 good games in a row. He hasn't.
That's not true, bro.
I can categorically sit here and tell you I've never watched Naby for 5 games in a row and gone every game Naby was really good.
Bro,
no,
last season,
guys.
But again, I'm not gonna go up against people who have made up their minds. I'm not here to do that. What I am here to do though is say something that people might not like or might not agree with. All I'm gonna say is this: Naby Keita last season was our 3rd best midfielder, in my opinion. And I actually think it was kind of obvious. There is a reason why we won our best games and was in a great run of form when he was in the team. So you see, when it was January time until pretty much the end of the season, until that last game, Naby Keita had a big influence on our team. People can shoot me down for it, but you can go and look at the tapes. Go and look at the appearances. Naby Keita made 40 appearances last season. People were very quick to big up Joe Gomez and how sensational he was. Joe Gomez, and I could be wrong here, I'm just head topping because I'm not even looking at my second screen. Correct me if I'm wrong if Joe Gomez has made more than 40 appearances in one season. But again, people will sit there and say, oh, he was absolutely instrumental. Well, how instrumental were you if the amount of your appearances that you had? Yeah, there was a sample size of where you played really well. Do you know what I mean? But we can't keep doing this. Like,
let's get off the Gomez thing though, bro. Because every time we talk about Naby, we somehow end up bringing someone else.
I'm just replying. No, I'm relying.
Let's just talk about.
No. I'm just replying to what people are saying because people are trying to use like a comparison.
He only played 2,000 minutes as well, Matt. So those 40 appearances are very skewed. 2,000 minutes isn't a lot
in all competitions.
Bro, we played 63 games and he only played 2,000
and he played 40.
That is not
and how many did Gomez play?
No, but this isn't about Gomez, bro.
No, but we got to compare him to other people. We got to compare to other people who people say are integral.
So Henderson played over 4,000 minutes.
Okay.
Fabinho played over 4,000 minutes. Thiago played over, I think he played 500 minutes more than Naby.
Right now you're thinking off the top of your head. You're not looking at stats.
No, but what I'm saying to you is forget.
But you're not looking at stats. Give me stats, bro. I don't need
talk about
head topping. I need
played,
stats.
bro.
I need
But
stats.
bro, just because he gets 5 minutes and then it's called an appearance.
No,
those 40 appearances
but you're
are
just doing head
skewed,
topping thing.
bro.
It can't be head topping thing. We got to talk facts here, bro. Man can't just do.
All right, I'll get you with stats.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? We need stats.
Let me get Naby Keita's stats from last season.
We just got to keep it up. I think there's this scapegoating thing.
Lack
I think
of
it's a bit
minutes
unfair.
doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't have an impact either, because Luis Diaz joined in January, probably had less minutes than the other attackers. But I'd arguably say, without Diaz last season, I don't think we compete for the quad.
What I find crazy is that a man that played well during one of our best run, all of a sudden he's never done anything. You can be angry at him because he's injured and he's not playing and we need him, but you can't be angry at what he's already done. That's the bit that I'm baffled about. So what, we're just going to erase how well he played last season because we're annoyed with him this season? Come on, people. I thought you were better than that. That's to everybody.
Here's the thing.
I thought he was decent last season.
I thought he was good last season.
Out of 10, I'd have given him a 7 for last season. I gave Hendo the same, I believe.
I thought he was better than Henderson personally. Like, we're talking a 0.5.
I disagree. But
again, it's my opinion. It's an unpopular one.
No, but that's why, even if you disagree, Drift, I don't think you can sit there and say Hendo had a much better campaign than.
No, not much better. All right,
but again, I respect your opinion.
Here's the stats to just add a little bit of context, guys. Just a little bit of context, yeah. He played 23 Premier League games.
Yeah.
Got 3 goals and 1 assist, but was only 1,100 minutes
in the Prem.
He played 10 Champions League games. He played 10 Champions League games. He got 1 goal and he got 2 assists, but he only played 488 minutes in the Champions League. In the FA Cup, he played 4 games, no assists, no goals, 269 minutes in total. And in the League Cup, he made 3 appearances, no goals, no assists, and was 157 minutes in terms of his actual playing time. So really and truthfully, bro, he wasn't actually that featured, whichever way you want to look on it. And I'm not saying it's just statistical, because it's not. I agree. You got to look at like the eye test and all that stuff. But 4 goals and 3 assists across 40 appearances with 2,080 minutes in total. It's not a good season for an advanced midfielder. He's not a DM. He's not a centre back. He's an 8, bro. That's not good statistics for an 8 in a team that was going for everything, bro.
I'm glad you said
that. For me, that's not good statistics.
But then we've also got to do.
Sorry, Matt. You can't use minutes played to say he had a bad season. You've got to look at the performances he had when he was on the pitch.
You got to look at impact.
No. I'm using minutes played because Matt's saying 40 appearances, and it's very deceptive when he only played 2,000 minutes. That's the point I made. Because 40 appearances makes it sound like he was a mainstay.
In those 40 appearances, did he make enough impact? In those 40 appearances, I'm looking at it as like, did he make enough of an impact where we could have sat here and gone, does he keep his spot? My answer is yes.
All right, so
yes, he did. Hence why he was in the team.
All right, Drift. Do you think Origi and Minamino had a big impact for Liverpool last season?
Which players, sorry?
Minamino and Origi. Do you think they had big impacts for Liverpool last season?
Within the moments they had, yes.
Nah, let's be real, bro. We all said it at the end of the season. Minamino
Yeah. No, but I still know Minamino and Origi was moments. It's not like they were playing regular football, but the moments they had were brilliant moments. They were impactful.
Origi, yes. Origi.
No. Hear me out.
What?
No, hear me out, guys. Hear me out.
There's a number of games Origi came on and scored a goal and was very impactful in the game.
Yeah, that confirms it for me. That's what I need.
He's a striker. That's his job.
That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah, no,
Taki, yes.
The reason why I use the example of Taki and Origi is, in my opinion, they were both very impactful for us winning 2 trophies last season. But if you look at their minutes played, they would be probably underwhelming. But if you actually deep their impact, we don't win the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, in my opinion, without those 2 players. Hence why when you use appearances or minutes played, I don't think you can say he's had a good season based on playing 40 games, or you can't say he's had a bad season based on playing 2,000 minutes. You have to look at what they did on the pitch when they did it. Hence, Minamino and Origi both had very good seasons for the time they played. And the impact was there for everyone to see, because without them, we don't win the 2 trophies we picked up last season. Now, I'm not saying Naby had the same sort of impact, but I'm saying he's not in a team to score. All right. He's not in a team to score goals, in my opinion. He's there to create, but also to retain the ball and do those other things. So I don't think you can look at goals and assists to justify how he's played. You have to look at how he is on the pitch. And I think more times than not, when he played last season, he was good. Hence why it's 7 out of 10. Hendo may have played more minutes, but I don't think Hendo had a better season overall. I think they had arguably the same, or in my humble opinion, Naby had a slightly better season. Drift, in your humble opinion, Hendo had a slightly better season. But despite them having a massive disparity in terms of playing time, I think we can still come to that agreement between all three of us, right? So I don't think playing time is the be all and end all. It has to be performance.
But
I agree.
They have different roles in the team. So those two, like, because Henderson, the majority of the games I'm rating Henderson from were when he's playing more defensively.
No,
so
but we can't do that.
No, we can't do that.
But that is
Henderson
what
was playing as more as an 8 than a 6.
No.
Only when Fabinho got injured.
He was
when Fabinho got injured, he started playing 6. When Fabinho got injured,
it was 50-50, because there'll be games where Klopp will make substitutions, and then
when Fabinho got injured, that's when Henderson went to the 6, bro.
No. There'll be games where Henderson will be swapped during the game.
If I'm going to be honest, from what I remember, Hendo played way more in the 8 than he did in the 6 last season.
He did. I get the stats for you now, Jeff. I know you like stats. I get it.
So
look, and again, this is what I'm saying. Like it was Gomez before, and now it's going to become Henderson. We always talk about someone else, and we talk about Naby. Let's just talk about Naby.
But why is it when the facts start to hit you? No, but when the facts start to hit you,
it's not about. No, it's not about facts.
It's the deer in headlights thing, bro. It's there for you to see.
We always deflect away from Naby and talk about other people, and we don't do anybody else that justice. When people are gunning Gomez, nobody talks about other players. When people are gunning Henderson, nobody talks about other players. Every time we talk about Naby, we start talking about other players. We are always bringing in deflection tactics for Naby.
No, we're not.
Let's talk about Naby. I don't care what anybody else did in the team.
Deer in the headlights moment. That was you. And you realised, and then you were like, "Oh, actually, why are we talking about it? Come on, bro.
It's got nothing to do with that, bro.
You got caught out, bro. Come on.
No, I didn't. But we always bring somebody else into it.
You're changing the narrative. You're changing the narrative.
We don't talk about anybody else.
So you're quick to bring up stats when I was like, bring up the stats.
We bring up other people.
Just quickly, I'm not even going to shout on this. I'm not going to shout on this. Yeah, you see, I'm just going to talk normal because I'm not even right. I'm going to talk normal. When I said bring up the stats, you was easy to bring up stats. As soon as I say I want to bring up the stats, well, we can't talk about stats. What's this going to do?
You can bring up whatever stats you want. Henderson's got better stats than Naby. That's irrelevant.
It's not about that. What Cal said to you, I wanted it to drum home. You know why? Because when I said it, you didn't want to hear it. But when Cal says it, you want to hear it. When Henderson played number 8, he played actually more appearances in the 8 than the 6. That's all I'm saying, bro. And I said to you, I'll get the stats, but you didn't want to hear it.
No. You can bring me the stats you want. I still remember a standout game from Henderson as it was from Naby.
If you don't want to hear it, then cool. Just say you don't want to hear it, bro.
Come on, it is what it is.
Come on.
We're always deflecting away from Naby.
We're not deflecting, bro.
Drift, we're not deflecting. When we speak about Gomez,
100% we're deflecting.
What's
there to deflect? I don't understand.
Because we always bring somebody else in and start comparing. It's not about
I didn't even bring in names, bro. What are you talking? I didn't even bring out the names.
Bro, we always talk about Henderson when we talk about Naby.
I spoke about Henderson.
No, I'm not just talking about today. I'm talking about just generally speaking. Every time we talk
I didn't bring up a name.
Somehow Henderson becomes a part of the
I didn't bring up a name, bro.
But Drift, we're talking about it now. In the same way, when we speak about Gomez, we speak about Ibra and Matip, bro, because we've got to compare them to who else we've got.
I don't understand,
we actually don't, bro. We just talk about Gomez.
So how can we judge his season if we don't compare him to anyone else's?
But this is the point I always try to make when we're talking about Gomez, is that we always just grill him and we don't talk about other things. But then when we talk about Naby, we always bring in other things. It's like, hold on a minute. It's an unfair balance.
I don't understand.
We only do that during player ratings. We don't have a conversation.
We don't talk about Gomez outside of player ratings, though, do we?
That's what I'm saying. So when we're doing player ratings, we don't judge him or compare him to anyone else because we got to judge the player in that game. But when we're judging someone's Liverpool career,
but if it was Naby, you can go and look at the tapes of last season's games. There'll be loads of times we start talking about other players when we're comparing Naby.
We don't.
No, we didn't, bro.
The tapes are there, man.
Of course, the tapes are there. Internet don't lie.
Yeah, bro.
What are
At
you talking
any
about?
time we start talking about Naby, whether it's player ratings, Monday night show, Friday show, it doesn't matter what it is. We always end up talking about Hendo or Milner or somebody else. We never just stick to Naby. Something else always has to come into it because it's like
that's not
for me,
me.
it's like
That's
a deflection
you.
tactic. Bro, I'm not even saying who it is. I'm just saying, generally speaking, we never
That's
talk
you
about
bringing
Naby.
it up, though. I don't understand. That don't
I
make
don't
sense.
talk about other people when we talk about
You
Naby.
do, bro.
I always
You
have,
actually
someone
do.
else brings that person in, and then I
you're the name
I
dropper.
get dragged into the
What's the
conversation.
tapes? You're the name dropper. Go
No.
watch the tapes. What's the tapes?
No. I know.
What's
We
the
don't
tapes?
talk about other people. No, but
What's the
I
tapes?
was there, bro. I don't need to watch the tapes.
What? But here's the thing.
Bro.
Answer me this one question. When I said bring up the stats, you were like, I'll bring up the stats. When I said I'll bring up the stats, what were you always doing? Answer me that. Why did you react like that then, if that's the case? Just ask me why you reacted like that.
Because I brought Naby stats.
But because what?
Let's keep it on Naby. Who cares what Henderson, Gomez, or anybody else?
So when you were so happy
talk
to
about
bring up
Naby,
stats,
bro,
it's cool. But when I said bring up a stat just because I wanted to see something, you got all funny about it. Ask me that, bro.
No, I just said let's not go into this whole comparison thing.
Come on,
it's
bro.
not about anybody else. It's about Naby.
You were
I
very
brought
quick
Naby
when I said
stats
bring it up, but then when I say for me, I'm like,
I
bro,
brought
look at
Naby.
this.
I brought up Naby stats because we're talking about Naby. Who cares what anyone else's stats are? We're talking about Naby. Let's not do the comparison thing. It's about Naby.
Cal was making a valid point.
I brought the names
number
up.
8.
And the reason I brought the names up,
I can't have you.
I didn't bring the names up to compare the two players.
I said you brought the names up, by the way. I just said let's not do it.
No, but Drift, you have to because it adds context. I didn't bring the names up just willy-nilly. I brought the names up because of the context. We were speaking about
bring the stats up then. Bring the stats up.
I'm not even talking about context. Stats, sorry. I'm saying the reason I brought Gomez's name in is because you are adamant that Gomez had an important bearing on us winning the league and winning the Champions League or both seasons. We've agreed with you on that.
No. I didn't go that far. I said when he played, he was brilliant. That's what I said.
All right. So, but when I use Gomez as an example, when you say Gomez had a good season that season, I wouldn't turn around and be like, no, he had a rubbish season because he only played a certain amount of minutes. So I'm saying you can't then say Naby had a rubbish season because he only played a certain amount of minutes. I wasn't comparing the two players. And then when I spoke about
Hendo, he had a rubbish season. No, I never said Naby had a rubbish season.
Just let me finish.
I said he had as many bad games as good games. No, but when you're saying things, we have to add the context.
This is what I mean, bro. You can't say something without someone getting offended,
bad games
bro.
as he had good games.
I'm
not going to be misquoted. That's all I'm saying.
No, but you just got to let man finish, and then you can respond. And let man finish what he's saying, and then respond, bro. Respectfully, innit? That's all it is.
And then when we spoke about position and role in the team, again, I used Hendo as an example because we'd all agreed at the end of the season that Hendo and Naby were very close to each other in terms of the seasons they had. Hence why when you say I can't judge Hendo based on when he played in the 8, I can only judge him when he played in the 6. I'm like, that's not fair because you've got to judge his whole season. You can't just judge Naby when he had good games, not judge him when he has bad games. In the same way, you can't judge Hendo when he's in the 8 as opposed to when he's in the 6. You can't compare the two when they're playing in different positions, but when they're playing in the same positions, I think you can. So I don't think it's me comparing the players. I'm adding context. You have to use other things to add context to a conversation. There's no two ways about it.
No, you do. Fair enough. But I never said I'm not judging Henderson when he played in the 8. I'm saying when he played in the 6, he was brilliant. And that's why, for me, he had a better season than Naby because he had better games in the 6 and in the 8.
You did say when
Naby had in just the 8.
When I brought up Hendo, you said, I'm not going to judge him on those games. I'm going to judge him on these games. You said that.
No, I said what's making me boost Henderson up is the fact that when he played in the number 6, he was really good. So everyone who's only thinking about Henderson in the 8 isn't what I'm doing. I'm comparing when he played in the 6 as well. And again, even if people want to say Naby had a better season than Henderson, that's fine. If that's what you believe, then that's cool. Naby was good last year. He wasn't rubbish. Naby was good last year. That's fair enough. But we always end up talking about another player when we talk about Naby, generally speaking.
Context drift.
Yeah, but we can't keep adding context. Let's just talk about Naby for what Naby is. A player who's unavailable, a player who has very sometime-ish games, a guy who's never put a run together. Because this is the thing as well. If you want to add the context, let's add the context. Everyone else in our team has had a period of play throughout their Liverpool career where they've been unquestionably good and very important to the team. Naby hasn't. Even if Naby's had some standout, brilliant games, Naby, no one can ever tell me here we've sat here and gone 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 games in a row. Naby has been in form.
But no one's debating. No one's debating.
But no one's even saying
and
that.
That is why he can't be added into a conversation with anybody like Flacco, Henderson, Milner, because those players have consistently had periods of Liverpool career where they have been good, in form, playing well, important to the team, and it's unquestionable. Naby hasn't had that, bro.
Let me just end it here. I'll just end it here and then we can move on because it's getting kind of long now. It's getting a bit silly. It's getting a bit silly.
Has he even played 5 games in a row? Never mind the 5 good games in a row.
Can I ask you a question?
That made no sense.
Can I ask you a question? The Champions League final, who do you have started, Milner or Naby? There shouldn't even be a debate.
Over who? Who played in the Champions League?
No, I'm just asking. Who would you have started, Milner or Naby?
I would have probably just gone with Naby.
Okay, so this is my thing. Everything you've just said doesn't speak about the conversation we're having now. This whole conversation sparked from he should have started that Champions League final. Milner's had a way better Liverpool career, way better run. But at the time of that game, Keita should have started ahead of Milner. So he would, if Milner had started ahead of Naby, even though Milner has had a better Liverpool career, better runs, better periods of games, no one could sit here and say Naby shouldn't have started ahead of Milner. That was the argument. Hendo has had a way better career than
I didn't even know that was the argument, if I'm being honest.
But it's what
I don't remember that being the part of the conversation.
Sorry, by the way, Etienne in the comments, do you know what I'm just going to say? You're blocked. See you later. You're actually a dickhead. Like, we had a good show up until you turned up. So yeah.
I honestly didn't know this conversation was about the Champions League final. I'm confused. Now you lot have just kind of like sidetracked, like hit me there. Like, I didn't know that was what the conversation
but
was.
This is where it came from. This is where it started from. This is why I said Naby has a reason to be annoyed because he didn't start that game when he was in the best form of his life. This is where it's all come from. So just
that's what I said.
Game.
But bro, it's a big game. This is what I said, yeah. And people can go back and rewind it. I dare you to go back and rewind it and see and hear what you have to hear for the people that are trying to attack me, yeah. I said Naby Keita had a good season last season, and I said, you know what? I feel like he ain't gonna sign that contract. You see that game against Real Madrid. I think that's the one thing we can look at and go, yeah, do you know what? That's the biggest game of his life. He ain't starting that. Of course he will be annoyed. Who wouldn't be?
He has no right to be annoyed.
No, but hear what I said. My other point I said in earlier on today was, he's playing last season was probably his best part of his Liverpool career. He's in the form of his life, bro, and he gets dropped for a guy that's struggling for fitness. Come on, bro. Of course you're gonna get annoyed. And here's for the people that are saying Matt are so biased. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I'll allow you because I'm not on a thing today. Yeah, I've gone on record and said Naby Keita, oh my gosh, he should be sold. Oh my God, can you believe it? If I'm lying, Cow, am I lying, bro? Have I not said multiple times Naby Keita should be sold? Thank you very much. So for the people that want to sit here and say I've got the agenda and all that stuff, it's not that, bro. All I am saying is I don't want to disrespect what someone has done. Yeah, cool. He had a good season last season. Is he going to sign a new contract? No. Is he leaving? Not. Yes. Did I also say earlier on today he should have been sold before with Oxlade-Chamberlain and others? Yes. Now, tell me if I'm being biased. I'll leave it there. You know them ones there.
I don't think
anyone that says
right.
anything more, I'm gonna come at you and you won't like it, bro.
I don't think he's got the right to be annoyed.
Anybody else says something out of line, you're gonna get
based on his Liverpool career.
Because we can talk football.
That's my opinion.
I'm the one that always says, let's talk football and be respectful. I've never disrespected anybody in the chat. But if you're going to disrespect me, you're going to get it or you're going to get blocked. And you won't like what I have to say.
Yeah, I'm not going to
we can do the offline thing as well. I ain't bothered. I ain't bothered. I ain't bothered. Honestly, man ain't bothered. Trust me.
Etienne was being very disrespectful. He's acting like a little pea hole, to be honest. But we'll leave
Come
that
on,
there.
man. Let's keep it a buck, innit?
Can we move on from the Naby stuff? Can we all agree that
We might as well, because you know this is what happens when we talk about Naby Keita, right? You know,
can we all agree we wouldn't extend his contract?
No, we're not extending his contract. No, I've said this.
I would extend his contract to keep the value of the player so he doesn't go for free.
But what?
Sell him.
But I wouldn't. No. I'm just thinking with my FSG hat on because we haven't got new owners yet. To keep the value of the player, I understood extending his contract so you got money for him. Because Naby walking away for free when he's already a flop at 54 million is an L. When I mean it's an L, I mean it's an L. Like, we should have at least got 15 or 20 mil back of that money. Do you know what I mean? So it's a massive L.
Do you know what I said? And I said this from last year.
He's only 27.
Go watch the tapes. We should have sold him last year. And I said,
yeah, we should have. 100%.
He's gonna run out his contract, yeah, like a genie Emre chanting. And we shouldn't have allowed that to happen. Let's be real. We shouldn't have. And I've said multiple times, as much as I respect him and I appreciate what he's done, and I think he is a baller, he's not available. Bro, I said this so many times. Bro, we just got to sell him. That's what I said, you know. I've said this. So I don't understand why people are trying to say, oh, Matt's being biased. It's not a bias thing.
All right, just to end it before we move on. Do you lot think that Naby is truly injured, or do you actually think he's just fallen out with a club?
No, I said this at the beginning. I don't think he's injured.
No, I think there's a bit more to
it. Oh,
you
do think it is just...
I think there's a stand-up, personally. I think there's a stand-up.
Either he said to Klopp he doesn't want to play, or Klopp said to him, you're not playing. Something's happened.
I believe something's happened, but I actually do think he's injured.
I don't. I just think it's an easy narrative for the club to do.
Can I say this as well? You see, Jurgen Klopp, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he's had a press conference since that's happened. Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah. I think he might have since the news broke. Bro, he hasn't said nothing. That's not like Jurgen, because he'll get asked, obviously, Jurgen, any updates of any injured players? Bro, he hasn't said a word. I take that as that he's saying a lot without saying nothing.
What was we still don't even know what the original injury was.
Bruv, he was injured.
No, but Liverpool do that though, Cal. Think about it. We didn't know what Ramsey, Thiago's injury was. They do that to us all the time.
Bro,
I don't even know what Matip's injury is.
Bro, man was injured. He wasn't disclosed with an injury. Klopp said he'd be out to a certain time. Then apparently he's back before. Then all of a sudden he's injured again, but there's no official nothing saying he's injured.
Remember, he was gonna go on international duty.
But he didn't though.
Yes,
I think he's injured. I genuinely think he's injured.
I don't think he is.
I agree with you, like they've fallen out, but I actually think he is. Like, I actually think the club do this.
Shout out to MP. Thiago was a calf injury and Ramsey was a back injury. We know what those were.
Yeah, nothing on Naby Keita.
Drift, it seems very dodgy.
No. We don't always know what injuries are in a team. No, they do keep it a secret a lot.
Bro, Jurgen Klopp is very...
All we've heard is a muscle injury. But when someone says Naby just fell crazy, huh? Come on, Drift.
Come on, bro. Read between the lines, bro. That's Drift, when Drift, Klopp said that, I laughed.
Drift, if I said to you,
I laughed.
I hurt myself. I got injured, and you were like, "Bro, what happened?" I said,
"I laughed, bro.
I just felt crazy, huh?" You'd be like, wouldn't you be like, Cal, can you go into a bit more detail so I know what's wrong?
I would just laugh. I'll be laughing and be
no,
like,
I would think that it was embarrassing, so he didn't want to tell me. You
know? Man hurt his hood and that, yeah.
yeah. I think it's something embarrassing, but the man don't want to let me know.
Underneath and all that.
You know what I mean? And we are talking about a man who got injured on an aeroplane.
Yeah, facts. High altitude in that. So
I genuinely don't. I think there's something.
High altitude.
Yeah, bro.
You know what? It's a shame. I will say that because I know a lot of people think I don't like Naby. I actually think Naby is an extremely talented footballer. It's a shame how his Liverpool career went. It actually is.
People are going to watch this back, and obviously Matt is Naby's biggest fan on the channel. People probably think you're his biggest hater. It's probably me, if we're going to be honest. It is probably me.
It probably is, yeah.
And what's our manage as well? I'm the person. I think because obviously you lot will I think. About a year ago, you lot asked me the question. I was like, bro, I'm being honest, he's got to go, you know. But people forget these things when you say that, you know what I mean? They do forget. I've said this, like, you know what I mean? So, but now one thing I just didn't want to do is like, just because, someone should be sold and they're not available, I'm not going to sit here and lie and act like last season never happened. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'll say it one more time for the people, because I didn't do no hashtag NFT. That was other people that did that. I never made that up. So when Liverpool were on form and beating out everybody, yeah, they are the ones that made up the hashtag because they was impressed with what we were seeing from him in field. He has the bad game against Real Madrid. He's the fool guy again. And then obviously he's injured and then he's injured again. Of course, bro. People going to be, of course you're going to be pissed off. You're going to want to get rid of him. So it is what it is, man. But let's just not lie in it. Let's just keep it a buck. That's all I'm asking for the people.
Do you not think his falling out of Liverpool had anything to do with Mane was very close to Naby and like admitted Naby like kind of stuck to him? Do you think Mane going has made Naby feel very uneasy at Liverpool because he doesn't have that person there that's like? Because I think that also plays a part.
Yeah, affected him, but I wouldn't say.
I think people underestimate how much that stuff plays a part as well. So
it affected him. I won't say it's his sole thing, but I did say.
I'll be honest, after the amount of time he's been at the club, if that's had that big of an effect, then did you join Liverpool? Did you join Mane FC?
No, that's true. That's true. But it had an effect though, because bro, they're brothers, isn't it? Like them man, that's
and his English still isn't the greatest either, Cal. So I think it does play a part.
Only
as
now
well,
has it improved.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't really buy that as an excuse personally. Code Demand says Manuel Ugarte as a DM. I've not seen him play. I've seen a few of you mention him in the comments though, but I've not seen him play personally. Liam says none of this Conrad Lima for free crap. We buying rice and Jude. Come on,
that's what we're buying some rice. Rice with Jude.
Zabiri says $5 worth of game. How can you borrow money from yourself by taking from your life insurance policy at a lower rate than the bank? Go get rich now. Are you trying to get us cancelled, Zabiri, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Isn't
it? Jay says new owner need to buy a Kopish studio. You get me? Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Matt's hairline says me and Matt linking gal after the takeover. No, I'm not even gonna read that out because big up to Mrs. Matt.
What's this? Me and Matt linking gal? Nah, bro, that's my hairline can do that, but me and him are separate. Me and the hairline separate.
I don't need none of that.
Yeah, I'm not about that. Nah, my hairline, you can go and do that, bro.
BC says 08-09 Chelsea last team to knock us out of the Champions League. Is that, I'm guessing that's apart from Real Madrid?
I think.
Well, no.
Yeah, I think so. No, sorry, Carl. Give me 1 second, bro. Apologies. Give me 1 second, bro. Apologies.
Yeah, go for it. Atletico Madrid knocked us out in 1920. MZ says we can go back to our day job, not be accountants. Ems, I'm ripping up the spreadsheets. I'm done with them. You know how good that feels to say? I'm done with the spreadsheets. I don't even look at the price anymore. I just buy it now. It feels good. Jay says with those Cody stats, hasn't he played more games? He has. In our opinion, a less of a league as well. Pimp in Distress says Pep won't renew with City if Jurgen has money. Oh, that'd be beautiful. We're going to really see Pep versus Klopp in a fair fight now. Not one of them having one hand tied behind their back. Interesting. Snake Eye sees you need psychiatric evaluation. That's one of the videos. Big up Snake Eyes. James says worry is if our next owners are like the Glazers. That is the worry. We are finely balanced at the moment. As much as we laugh and banter about, we are finely balanced. Jordan Manda says, as Dave Chappelle said, trying to get that. Oh. If you know, you know. If you watch that skit. James says my rant about FSG on the call-in worked. Big up yourself. Anyone who's ranted about it, big up, man.
Cal, just quickly, that thing about the Chelsea knocking us out was somebody before rightly said every time for the last like 10 years or something we've gone out of the Champions League, it's been to a club from Madrid. And I was trying to think back and I was like, shit, that's actually right. We owe the whole city of Madrid a beating, bruv.
To be fair, we did win number 6 in Madrid, so.
And we beat up Atletico last year in the group. But still, we owe that city a beating. Yeah.
Liam says the way FSG have operated under FFP and not spending big, we surely must be able to spend a fortune before worrying about any apparent rule break. Yeah, we should be able to spend around 290 something million without, as things stand right now. Pimp in Distress, as I told you, G's earlier, it's done. Wee. Darth Callum says Naby the only guy to get a splinter from Wee a bit. That's
Oh my God.
That's harsh, right? Bejan Barnes says, all jokes aside, his availability really killed my confidence in him being a reliable player for LFC. Agreed. I don't want Naby at the club anymore. No disrespect to him, but it's time to move on, man. It's time to move on. There's a couple of players in that bracket. Tony L. Merck says, Naby Keita was decent last season, but not 55 million worthy. Agreed. Messi FC says, Bruno will buy Liverpool and make it a horse table. What book? I'm not going to say your name. Following the channel, you seem like a nice bunch of lads. Love from Amsterdam. I would find it a shame if Liverpool becomes an oil club, to be honest. I hear that. I don't think anyone wants us to become an oil. Well, some do. I personally don't. But we'll see what happens.
When I realized what that name actually was, that just made me laugh.
Yeah. I can't say that. That's asking to be clipped. Chris Angel, aka Kilo, says, here's some stats in the Premier League. Curtis Jones, 1 goal, 15 appearances. Naby Keita, 3 goals, 23 appearances. The real question is, if Curtis Jones played the same amount, would he have much better Naby Keita best season stat-wise? Maybe.
Possibly.
BC says, not knowing what goes on behind the scenes and the talent that was meant to be from Naby, overall, it's been underwhelming. We missed the best from him. Facts, I agree with that. Not the player we signed at all. He's just not. Don't know what happened along the way, but he's not the player we signed.
I said yesterday, Cal, it's kind of mad. When you actually deep a player who has the level of injuries of a Naby, and he didn't have anywhere near bad injuries before he come to the club, you have to start, like, just honestly, but you know, when you're trying to find an answer, you're like, is it his diet? Is it his lifestyle? Is there something that's contributing to just being that regularly injured? Because it is a bit weird, isn't it, for a human being in their peak physical shape, age-wise and whatever, to just constantly be injured all the time. You have to start thinking, is he eating right? Is he living right? Like, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Like,
but you say that though, Aguero was picking up injuries, and I think he cut out sugar out of his diet, and then ended up still getting injuries as well. You look like Aguero is someone that we don't speak about, for example, in terms of the injuries, because of how phenomenally he was when he wasn't injured. But you look at Aguero, kept himself healthy and did everything right. Honestly, injury sometimes literally just comes down to luck, you know. It is just like, how many times have we seen players fly into tackles and get up and start arguing? How often do you see players fly into tackles and one breaks their leg and then that's it? Like,
no, that is true. That is true.
Bruv, MMA. Bruv, how many times we watch MMA and we see leg kicks, bruv, thrown? How often do we actually see someone break a leg? Like, it's sometimes you just got to be lucky. And unfortunately, he hasn't been lucky with injuries. But at the same time, when he has played over a long period, consistent period, it hasn't been good enough. Which is a shame. I feel as though whoever gets him next, I think we'll see the best of him, unfortunately. For us anyway, fortunately for him. I hope he does go on and have a good career. Sean says, Naby had good times and bad times, but in the end, all Liverpool fans will be glad he's gone and we won't remember him in 5 years. Facts. I don't think we'll forget about him. We just...
No, you know what? I like Naby, but that is actually kind of fact.
No, but
in 5 years, nobody's going to talk about Naby.
I don't think anyone will talk about him, but I think we'll remember him.
For what? One Man United game?
No, he scored quite a few blinders as well, Driftman. We can't take that away from him.
And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just saying...
No, I know you're not.
Like, I don't think Naby's going to be fondly remembered by anybody. And it's really unfortunate. And I don't even like saying that.
Oh, maybe not fondly remembered. He will be remembered, though.
I don't know, man. I think he'll go in a category of players like Bishkan and Jimmy Traore and players like that. Well, like, if you bring them up, you'll remember them. But I don't think anybody... And again, respectfully, I don't think anybody's going to ever think about him and care. And I know that sounds really harsh, but
maybe
just,
not.
You know what I mean?
Chris says, my Colombian connects are interested in purchasing Liverpool powder money incoming round trips first class to Colombia.
Is it Colombia? Is it Colombia where the cigars are? Is it Colombia?
Cuba.
No, Cuba. Yeah.
Cuba. Troy M says there's about to be 3 big proposals for Liverpool by the end of the week. It's happening.
So we saying we got more to talk about during the World Cup than we thought we did, yeah?
Oh, we gonna be eating so good. Gourmet only. Gourmet only. Anthony James says, with the new takeover, I expect a Kopish cook-off. I'm down for that.
What like a Kopish come down with me? Yeah.
Like, with all due respect, no shade to you both. I think I'd win that though.
Yeah. You cook way more than I do. That's
I think I'd win that one.
Yeah. Although I think I could give you a run for your money.
Maybe
you would win.
Maybe
you would win, and I would put my money on you. I would put my money on you.
Yeah, I could whip up some good food when I need to. Still, although saying that, I know Matt does a very good steak, so Matt might be in the right. And you know what? When it comes to food, I might be biting off more than I can chew. Pun intended there. When it comes to Matt,
that would be joke though. That would be.
Matt's hairline says, "Me and Matt like the infinity gauntlet and the stones. Wherever he goes, wherever he goes, I go. He is my life, my world, the reason I exist, and my life." That's a lot still. Sounding like you're under the floorboards, bro.
You know what wouldn't work if we did a Kopish cook-off? Is all of us would be so biased to our own meal. How would we even get somebody?
I know, no, we'd have to get people to judge it. We'd have to get people to judge it. You'd have to get people to judge it. But I might have to get one of my suits out, innit? Because as I said, I'm wearing a suit on stream when we get taken over. I'm wearing a suit, bro.
Yeah, I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it.
All right. One more topic before we get through, before we finish. Drift. The part of the show where we see where everyone is in the FPL. And let's get straight into it. I'm so glad FC, how I'm feeling right now, is top of the league. Abu Rangers in second, only 6 points behind, and a point behind him is Lalawa Football FC. Sorry, F Football Club. Davison FC, the Harlanders, very good name. Barcelona in sixth. Seventh is a Supreme Team. I could just ask you to scroll, please, bro. In eighth, we have None Firmino, aka Caldev. In fact, Drift, quickly read that out. I might have something quickly on that. Bear me 1 sec.
On what? Sorry.
The
rest of the top 15.
Yes, I might have something I need to have a look at.
Okay. In ninth, we have title holders, Sean. In 10th, we have AFC Glendale, and that's Cameron. In 11th, we have Tamfet, which is Apple. In 12th, we have Goodfellas, which is Bassam. In 13th, we have Mo Salad Athletic, which is Martin. In 14th is the Unbearables, which is Mark. And topping off the top 15, down one place, is 40-year-old Virgil, which is, you know what, 40-year-old Virgil has always consistently been in the top 15. Now, I'm not going to lie. Even last season. Solid. Yeah, even last season. That's impressive still. I'm not even going to lie. Solid. Big up to the top 15. I'm so glad FC, man, like Jason. Yeah, killing it.
I think that just worked for this show. Like, that's how we're all feeling. Well, most of us, should I say.
I'm so glad FC, yeah. Real talk. So, yeah, man.
I'm just dreaming of the players we could get, man. I'm just dreaming. I mean, I'm in dreamland, bro. This is what I've wanted for a while. Didn't think it was going to happen.
I let you drag me in to the hype today, Cal. I shouldn't have let you do that. You dragged me in, and now my gas levels are higher than they're supposed to.
I couldn't help. I was too amped up, bro. From the moment Luke called me earlier this afternoon, that was me. I was done. We here now, innit?
Keith, don't give away my position, bro. Don't give away my position. It's not a good position. Don't give away my position, bro. Amit's letting us know we officially hit 1,000 today. Big up. I just want to know what. I'm not going to lie, guys. Big up your damn selves. I know, obviously, it was a very hot topic today, but we appreciate you wanting to come and talk with us today. We hit our Monday night record of 1,800 today, which is unbelievable. So big up to all of you lot. Thank you to everyone who smashed the like button, who tuned in, all the super chats. That's a big deal for us on a Monday. It's a big deal. To hit 1.8K on a Monday, that's a big deal. So big up to everyone for that. And we've still got over 1,000 of you now at 11:40. Is it CTE or ETS or what? I need to learn out because we got people from abroad. I got to work out the time things. whatever the British
Oh.
English. Yeah, it's 11:40 CTE or ETS or whatever. it
CTE's
is.
head injuries, bro. Like you're thinking of
is
CET.
CET.
when you said CT, I was thinking, is everything all right?
Oh yeah. That's the whole yeah. Big up everyone anyway for you know what I'm saying. GMT, whatever it is. Yeah, big up your damn self.
Big up to John Conway as always. Big up Cal, Drifty, and Matt. I have the same shirt as you. Big up yourself, John, man.
Big up John each and every time.
What's the schedule for the week? We're gonna have a Derby preview coming out.
Yes,
we've got the
indeed.
watch long for Derby, and then we'll have Prem panel show, Southampton preview. So there won't be a watch long, unfortunately, for the Southampton game because it's a 3:00 kickoff unless anything changes with the scheduling.
Yeah, it's 3:00, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And then we'll have a review for the Southampton game, and then got some fun stuff after that, people. So you know what I'm gonna say. Follow us on social media to keep up to date with all that we're doing. And yeah, as Ice Cube would say, big up to Imran for this little quote here. As Ice Cube would say, today was a good day.
Today was a good day.
Plus, remember, today might also this week should also be very
Hi, this is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kop-Ish.
Should be very
Hello.
interesting.
Hello.
Hey, Matt hits that hello perfect, you know. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it actually sounds exactly the way you did.
Commentator.
It actually hits exactly the way it hit.
Champions League vibes.
I got
But
the DVD.
people, if you're watching this on replay, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you leave some comments. Let us know who you want in January when we have all this money to spend. And yeah, let me know when we're winning our first quad, people. I'm going for next season. Quad.
All right, my man needs to change this book to just money. Just call it money.
What we saying? The revolution shall be televised.
Bro,
yeah?
chapter 2 would just be called money. It would be saying things like, yeah, intensity. That was the teaser. Season 2.
The book's not going to be just called money, bro. It's going to be called I'm rich, bitch.
I could do what I want. Do what I want.
But Danny said he's just going to call it rich.
Do what I want.
They're trying to get you money.
I'll be honest, we have to be a little bit careful with Pep though, because you see, if we get money, we might start seeing Pep trying to do a bit of a madness and try. You know, we have to just keep an eye on man.
Become Liverpool manager.
I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is, if we got money, Gerard's the next manager. Anyway, people, big up to all. Enough love.
Say it again.
Hello, Cullen. Until we see you next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish out, people. Balala.